What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kenpachi back at it again. Kenpachi's Room, episode 73. It is a cool, cold, calm, and collect Wednesday evening. We have our usual suspects. Blitz, how you feeling? I see the ad too.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I'm going into this podcast a little hurt, a little wounded
Mm.
because tonight was supposed to be the night, bruh. Today was supposed to be our Cyberpunk 2077 pregame kickoff show, brought to you by Kia Motors.
Kia Motors.
Today was supposed to be the game. This is supposed to be nothing but Cyberpunk as we anticipate the game's release upon midnight. And we all know what happened with that. We gotta wait another 3 weeks, but damn it, we're gonna get there one day. So
That slipped my mind. I didn't realize.
3 weeks from now, yes, the Cyberpunk 2077 pregame kickoff show. We're gonna have Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaq, all them niggas. We all gonna have them on there.
Club Shay Shay making an
Everybody.
appearance.
It's gonna be a gala event in 3 weeks. But yeah, that was supposed to be tonight, but you know it is what it is. Just put the game out, please. And also, excuse any random outbursts that you might hear from me or Mario as the NBA draft is also going on right now.
Yeah,
We're keeping tabs on it. So yeah, 30 seconds. Timberwolves. Let's go.
All right, Chef, the man of Valhalla. How?
I got nothing to say. Continue.
God damn.
That's real. That's real.
I respect.
Damn,
it.
Ubisoft, look what you did.
I respect it.
Ubisoft didn't do anything.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, you're right. They didn't do anything.
Solomon.
Mario, our guest, or one of our guests of the evening. How you feeling?
It's all good. Everything's good. LaMelo Ball about to get drafted number 1, probably. But other than that, nothing much going on. That Black Ops campaign looked fire though.
It do. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, hopefully I pick that up by Christmas.
About to download it. I don't know if I got enough space for real. Then last but not least, the man of the night, Nightshade. How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. I don't like how you put that. I ain't never been picked last for nothing. I'll be honest with you. I ain't never been picked last for nothing. Nothing. Not
Yo.
jump rope. Not double dutch.
Yo.
You said jump rope.
Nah,
That's
nigga.
tough.
First and hopscotch. Ain't nobody touch me.
Back-to-back titles,
I
huh?
respect it.
Back to back.
I respect it.
MVP, nigga. Anyways, I'm a little tired today. I always come home from work and then these niggas want me to talk. But
Listen, nigga.
I'm here. We gonna talk.
Listen,
We gonna
nigga.
talk.
You said you wanted
You
to be on
ain't
here
gotta
more.
be here if you don't want
I
to.
was pressured.
I guess.
Nah, I don't mind coming out here and talking.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I
Anthony
feel.
Edwards.
They took the guy who didn't play basketball. Goddamn, he don't even want to play basketball.
Once again, excuse the random outbursts you might hear throughout the night.
Yeah. We.
Okay.
So the first topic we're gonna get into, as you know, or as I hope everybody knows in the chat as well, Black Ops Cold War came out. I feel like we had a pretty good amount of time with the game to get like a score of it. Before we get into, before I even play the clip of bands getting into it, 8-41 by the way. I gotta talk my shit. 8-41.
In this
by the
clip,
way.
or just
Nah,
in general?
just in general, like. Yeah.
Why you gotta do him like that?
On shipment of all places. On shipment of all places.
Did you say 8-41?
Yes.
He was 8-71.
You're lying. You're lying.
No, he was 8-71. I posted in here.
Nope. No,
I
he
might
was
have it
18
saved.
He was 18-77. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
18 and
Lord.
7.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah.
That was on a whole different game. This isn't even about. That wasn't even on Black Ops.
Yeah, that was on Modern Warfare.
That's still funny to
That's
me.
bro. That ain't happened too long ago. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, listen, bro. Bands is holding down the most trash FPS player in here. Like, he has that spot. He's got the crown. He got the crown. Can't nobody else take it. I mean, you working on it with the sniping, but hey.
Hey,
Like,
listen,
yo, bro,
listen,
hold that
listen,
crown, hold up.
listen. Nice shit.
Listen, bro. Chef ain't played nothing but horse games in the last 50 years, and that
Horse
nigga's still out.
games?
He shooting circles around y'all. I don't know what happened.
Chef,
Chef.
you, you playing horse games, bro?
Not at all.
Okay.
You ain't playing that Kentucky
I-
Derby game?
Nope.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. My bad.
But anywho, started from top to bottom. Blitz, what's your overall rating of the game? Just from playing
Out of
zombies
10?
and yeah, out of 10
Uh,
and like zombies and multiplayer.
out of 10, I have to give it like I give it a 6.
A 6.
I'll start with the simple stuff. The zombies, it's fun. Number one, the fact there's only one map, I think is kind of, in this case, it's kind of quantity over quality, or quality over quantity. It seems. There's only one map, and this is the first like time I've actually like played zombies since Black Ops 2. And obviously the mode has undergone a lot of changes since I last played. So I'm not used to having a bunch of resources that they introduced, or some of the resources that were in past games, but then a lot of them are kind of new to zombies modes, like bringing in your custom loadouts for multiplayer in there, and zombies and things like that. But other things, like I'm not used to having so many resources at my disposal in zombies. Is like I'm not used to having a ping system, or having random ammo caches. You can just pick up ammo and you don't need a max to get max ammo anymore. I'm not used to seeing a mini map for zombies. That throws me off even now. So outside of that, the zombies, it's okay. I like the idea of like being able to evac after a certain number of rounds, even though it did prove to be quite difficult to get to pull that off, because you have to kill a certain amount of zombies in the time allotted before the chopper comes, because if you don't, then the chopper gets gunned down, because apparently a zombie just has an RPG somewhere and just guns the shit. So you have to do that, and it can be kind of difficult. But the zombies, it's okay. I'm interested to see what the other maps look like. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, you said that, but there's not being a whole lot of maps. And I thought about it. This is the second game they've ever released that only has one map. The first game was World of War.
Yeah,
Every
Nocturne.
game since then on launch, they've had more than one map. Even if it was different variations of the same map, like Black Ops 2, you had Transit, then you had Farm, Town, and whatever the hell the other one was. I think it was like Depot or Bus Depot.
Something like that. Like,
Yeah, but all of them had multiple maps instead of just having the one.
And I think I know what they're doing with that. They're trying to space out the content, because we're in the age of the battle pass and the season pass and all that dumb shit.
Well, you also gotta remember they only had 2 years to make this game, and they picked it up as a scrap game from Sledgehammer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. But all that being said, the zombies, it's an acceptable experience for me. Like I said, I'm not used to. The reason why I stopped playing zombies after Black Ops 2 is because to me it seemed like there was too many gimmicks going around that made it seem casual. It didn't make it seem as difficult. It kind of took away the fun of like getting good guns and then actually coordinating with your teammates to actually get as high a round as possible, that kind of thing. So I do miss that. But what we played, it was fun. So I do like the zombies for that. I'll be returning to that. Now the multiplayer, which is kind of where this game is pretty much judged. I mean, we're probably gonna have a lot to say about it, so I won't keep it too long. But it's very up and down. I mean, where do I even start with, like, they just nerfed the NP5 today, right? Because that gun was terrorizing everybody.
I don't
Upon
know about
release.
a nerf, but they did something, I guess.
They claimed they nerfed it. It
They
wasn't nerfed.
claimed it was a
Yeah,
nerf.
and that's of like 2 hours ago. They say they nerfed the MP5 because the MP5 was apparently just like better than most assault rifles and sniper rifles at range.
Literally out sniping people low
Yeah.
key.
The gunplay seems odd because I played a little bit today after I got off work. Or I didn't get off work. I didn't work today. But I played for a little bit a couple hours ago. But I unlocked the what's it, like the vision tech scope for the Krieg. And as soon as I put that 2-time scope on, that gun got infinitely better than when I had just the red dot on. So it's almost like not even like in terms of aim, in terms of like time to kill. Like all of a sudden, as soon as I put that 2 scope on, all of a sudden I can get kills that ordinarily I swear I was not getting with the red dot. So I don't know how. Maybe it's just me. It might be placebo effect. I don't know, but
Yeah, I was like that. You might have just found the right site, low key.
maybe. But it's the same gun. I don't know if the scope should make that much difference. It's the same. It doesn't increase. I don't know. But I mean, we're probably going to be talking a lot about the gunplay, and Chef and Nightshade and everybody else can probably talk a little bit more about it since I haven't spent as much time with it initially in the first couple days. But the multiplayer is very like some matches you feel great. Other matches is like, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
Why did they even buy this
shit
game?
on.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, and then I'll be done with my spiel. And this goes back again to what Nightshade was talking about. The lack of maps I find deeply disturbing. I don't like.
I hope they're
What is
gonna
it?
add
What
more,
8 maps at
obviously.
launch?
I think there's 7.
7,
Damn.
and they're just
They're
don't
not
feel
even
right.
good. They're
not even
all that
fun.
good.
The only terrible map I could think of off the top is Moscow. That's the only one.
Moscow's I like that map.
And even then, that depends on the mode, whether you're playing Hardpoint or Kill Confirmed or something.
Yeah.
But all these other maps, like fucking Satellite, where niggas just be hiding in the sand,
Damn, he clapped
fucking
that hard.
Armada Strike on the ship, that makes no sense. Fucking Crossroads, which looks like a giant ass map because that was a VIP escort map, but apparently that map is small as shit, and you know that has its issues. And then what else we got? Garrison. Oh my god. I don't know. I just maybe the fact that there's so few maps makes me focus or zero in more on those maps' faults. Like the fact that there's not like 10 to 12 maps that has at least some kind of effective variety kind of makes things not feel as good. So, and again, I know we're in the age of the battle pass and all that shit, and they're going to be releasing maps later for free. But it's like, damn, y'all couldn't at least get to the double digits for launch for maps at launch. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I'm very lukewarm overall in this Call of Duty. It's still fulfilling my purposes for a casual shooter, but yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10, and I'll leave it at that.
Respect it. Chef. So overall, so far.
I will also go with a 6 out of 10, but the 6 goes to zombies.
Okay.
Actually, the 5 goes to zombies and the 1 goes to multiplayer so far.
Damn.
There you go.
If I was to rate them individually, zombies would get a 9. And multiplayer would get a 5. I'm gonna start with zombies first. I do enjoy what they did with zombies. Makes it a lot more fun to play for me. The mini map, it periodically pings the shit, so you can see where some zombies are coming from, even though you still get overran somehow. It's easier to train zombies too. I noticed.
Yeah, I did notice that.
But it's
Oh,
because of the
actually-
mobility. It's like with the slide and shit that you can do, you can really get away from zombies easier. And then some of the weapons in there are kind of like, thankfully OP, especially the M16. You can really do some numbers with that. Other than that, I do enjoy zombies for what it is. And then for the multiplayer, I'm starting to get more of a feel for it now that I'm playing it a lot more. So aside from the OP weapons, which is the MP5 still, the FAMAS, M16, the AUG, any sniper rifle that can be used,
Well, the
a
AUG
Spaz 12.
is nuts. Yeah.
What's the other OP ass weapon?
Yo,
Creek?
Spaz 12 be putting in work. Oh my god.
It's another OP weapon that I don't like. Not the Krieg. That shit never slaps anybody.
So if it shoots bullets, you don't like it?
Nah, it's I don't know what it is, but it's another OP
Mulatto,
weapon.
you like that one?
The which one?
The mulatto?
Milano. Nah, it's not that.
You got the
It's
bullfrog.
not that. Oh,
Uh,
the fucking flashes.
oh yeah, that one shoots bullets.
Yeah, the stuns. Those are OP. I'm pretty sure some of them will get a nerf and or a buff in the coming days when season
Really?
1 is dropped.
Do they have flashes in this game? I didn't even look. Is it
It's,
just
uh,
Yeah,
stun?
there's stun grenades. I don't know about flash grenades though.
No, they have
They
flash
have-
grenades.
well, the ones that blind you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are infinitely better than stuns. Because stuns, you can still end up shooting somebody. But with
Yeah.
blinds, you don't know where the hell you at.
Yeah.
So I use those all the time. What else for multiplayer? These maps are made for like 10v10. I don't know why they gave us these big ass maps for.
The other thing too, the lack
6v6.
of modes is disappointing too.
It's like, yeah, because Moscow, and then it's another one that I'm starting to like Crossroads. I'm starting to like, even though it's kind of bullshit, it's small enough to actually like and enjoy.
I can get acclimated.
kinda-
to
I kind of like
Crossroads.
Cartel a lot.
The thing about there not being any mode, I mean, there's a lot of modes. We just never play them.
Yeah,
Like,
because they suck.
I've
Nah,
played.
they're good. We just never play them.
What is it? The leader one, VIP escort.
Hmm.
I played that in the beta, and I think I did that twice. And one of the leaders decided to go out and get killed immediately. Like he was the first in the door and was shot down immediately. But I guess I can try it again in a real game with the tryhards.
Or the bros, like we can play one.
I guess.
Yeah, because the VIP escort, you definitely have to have coordination for that. Cause I even was thinking that when they were explaining it, and I was like, yeah, like you can't play that mode with randoms because the people who are supposed to be guarding the VIP are going to be running around doing their own thing like it's TDM.
LaMelo.
I was just watching that too. Yeah, the people that's supposed to be protecting are going to be running around looking like it's TDM, and then the VIP is going to have no protection. Then you're going to get blamed for dying because you're the VIP. So
The whole game shit like TDM. Even objective-based game, they just going around for kills.
Yeah, they lose
I was
the
playing
game.
Hardpoint earlier, and nobody was on Hardpoint. They were just going around for kills.
He said, "Shake my hand, yo."
That's how my win loss gets so high because people don't like to jump on the point. They just want to run around and hit fire with MP5s across the map and sit in their spawn, which is fine with me. Because then I can just take their flags and then run to their spawn and kill them.
Aside from the OP shit that happens, the skill-based matchmaking needs to go.
Oh, that's not a meme. That's official.
What?
Skill-based matchmaking is.
I mean, every COD has had skill-based matchmaking.
Well, this is my first time experiencing it, and it needs to go.
No, I mean like literally every Call
yeah.
of Duty, every Call of Duty ever has had
Nah.
skill-based matchmaking. You just didn't know about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that's. I'm pretty sure that's always how multiplayer has been designed. It's just
People
not how
are just
know
more
about it.
aware. Yeah, people are
Right.
just more aware of how it works because it's been explained by like Twitch streamers and YouTubers and like blown up on social media. So now everyone's just like, I don't want that shit. If we didn't have that, it would be chaos.
Probably.
It would be so like mismatched, dude. It would just be too much.
You'd have people like me and Eyes and a lobby full of level 2s constantly just sweeping.
feeding, getting nukes off.
Yeah, I have no interest in playing. I don't even know if esports players play on in pubs, but yeah, I wouldn't want no part of that.
Yeah,
So.
they do, and they're one of the ones that complain because they're like, well, we play professionally and we go play scrims and we do this and then we come to pubs and it's just as hard. It's like, well, yeah, nigga, bro, you're playing at a different level. You're going to play against people at a different level. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Like if you want something to cater to, you just go play against bots.
Honestly,
Honestly,
I don't even think it's that bad.
it's not. I don't think. It's just. I just would. My thing is the maps and the. I guess
think
the
the
time
real
to
issue
kill.
is the maps. Yeah, I feel like the maps and the time to kill can be fixed a little bit, especially like with snipers. And I think Nightshade was saying something about that. Like the aim down sights, bro. It take too long. I feel like I gotta
Well,
On what?
just sniping in general.
It should be that way.
Okay,
You're granted one hit kills with that thing if you actually hit someone.
not
You should have some
Not all the time,
The
but I
guns
see
have
what you're saying.
sacrifices. They definitely need to be tuned, but not in the way that you think they do, Chef. Because you're not the people that are shooting you. So that the first sniper you get, it's an insta kill if you shoot him in the chest or the head. The second sniper is a chest, head, or shoulders is a one shot, and then the Barrett is I believe I think it's the same thing, but it does I think the hitbox is just bigger. But the ADS like it trades out because each one has like slower or faster ADS speeds. The first sniper definitely needs to be tuned. I don't think they changed the second sniper from the beta,
Is the
but the
first one
first
the
sniper you
Tundra?
get definitely needs to be
Or is
tuned a
that the
little bit.
Tundra or the Symington?
I don't remember. It's the black one.
Fun-
Okay, I think that's the
Yeah, whatever that shit is
I
called.
think the black one's the first one, then the Tundra is the second one.
Yeah, it looks like an L96. But yeah, it's I think that first one needs to be tuned a little bit. I think ADS is a little too quick once you get the attachment on it.
Well, I know for me, when I play, I don't think I have that much trouble with the snipers. It's
No,
when I'm
I
in a-
don't.
it's-
Not
to
like I
me,
did in the
at least
beta.
for me, yeah, because I know for me when I get into a gunfight, I'm just tired of my bullets seemingly tickling my opponent. How do they like only take like 2 clicks for them to kill me? But I
Bro,
have to
like a
empty half
burst
clip.
from an MP5 will murder you. Like, don't
And I've learned, and
matter
I guess I've
any
learned to adjust
range.
because I don't even claim myself to be even good at Call of Duty. I play this shit for fun. I don't even try to get better
Oh
or
my
anything like
God.
that. So I've learned to kind of like you don't want to lay on the trigger because that obviously that'll throw off your aim. So I've kind of learned how to burst fire with a lot of guns. But even then, it's just like I know like I was saying with that Krieg, like when I had the red dot sight on there and I'm burst firing, like my guns would not be, I would not be killing anybody. I get them down to like 1, but as soon as I put that 2 times on, that's when I start winning more gunfights. So
I respect it.
yeah, again, I don't know if it's a placebo effect or if the scope really has that much of an impact on the gun, but
This
you
nigga
know.
Ben's trash. God damn.
Look, man! Oh, I'm about to say you better get that kill.
Who is next? Mario?
I don't got the game, so I can't really speak on it.
Damn. Nightshade.
Oh, he was camping. Look at that guy.
All right, Kenpachi, this is the last time you're gonna pick me last.
Listen.
All right, it's the last time. Last
listen,
time.
Change your
Might have
name.
to change your name
Change
in
your
the Discord
name.
or something.
Yeah.
How do I put this? We're gonna have to get Chef on some Minecraft to cleanse his palate a little bit. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one in multiplayer.
Leave Chef
I don't know.
alone.
I don't know about that one in multiplayer, yo. I just don't know about that one.
What you mean?
Oh, the one you gave it a 1
The
out of
one
10.
in multiplayer, and what'd you say, 5 in zombies?
9.
No, I don't know, bro. I guess
No,
I'll
that was the
start. I have a-
overall. I gave the multiplayer 5 if I rated it individually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds better. I thought you was delusional for a second.
No. Like over because I'm a most likely spend more time and have
Yeah,
more fun with zombies
multiplayer.
at the moment.
Oh, it's zombies? Oh, yeah, I got you.
I love
Yeah,
zombies.
at least until they balance the game a little bit.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I can't speak on the campaign. It looks fun. I haven't played it yet.
It's very short from what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, it looks dope though. It looks really dope. The zombies. I'm a fan of the way it's laid out, the way they changed it, the way you have so many different things you can do, level up, grind for, things like that. That's sick to me. I like the way they changed that. What I don't like is the map and how casual it feels. Like the casual aspect is cool. Like I enjoy like the 20 round mode where you what's it called? Is it extract or
Exfil, I think they call it.
exfil? Yeah, whenever where you can exfil at 20 rounds, just be done with it. It's like a quick play kind of deal with
Yeah.
zombies. I like that. And the fact that you can exfil if your teammates are trash, like most of mine are.
Oops.
But I just have a lot of issues. I think it's really casual. I think the last few games that they've had zombies in, there's always been forms of like escapes and things like that, which was fine because it was just cool. You know, people still died, but I feel like this game has a lot of escapes. I think that the zombies is almost as badly tuned with weapons and abilities as multiplayer is right now.
Mhm.
You got weapons that's just destroying bosses for no reason at extremely high rounds.
Space 12.
Yeah, like and
serious?
it's random.
Yes,
yeah, it's random.
I'd be melting bosses with it, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Megatron or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Megatron.
All of them. All of them. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
Megatron, the little dudes that come out.
Oh yeah, I think his name is Megaton, but when you first see
Nah,
him,
his
it looks
name's
like
Megatron.
Megatron.
No, his name's Megatron. You can't. I just think.
that
I think it was
the,
a typo.
Is that the zombie in the mech suit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
Okay.
all radioactive. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw the picture of
yeah,
that.
we call it Megatron.
Yeah, that's Megatron.
It's a hazmat suit they got on.
Yeah.
That nigga
But
body
yeah,
was in the air.
I'm not. I think if they
Yo,
come out with a new
hands.
map, I think if they come out with a new map, we'll be fine. As long as
There's some
it's
variety to
creative.
zombies. I think it's all right, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's some
and
a little bit more
that's my
variety.
other issue. I think I told Blitz about it. It's they keep doing this thing where they keep rehashing old content and putting like extra things on it, and it just seems lazy to me. Like we've already gotten a Nocturne Toten remake twice in 2 different Black Ops games, not to
Yeah.
mention the original, and now we've done it this time, and
I
it's
was
like
so upset when they loaded that map up and I saw the beginning of it. I knew exactly what it was. I was
The
like,
shot- the
and
shot-
I was immediately let down. I was like, okay, here we
The
go.
novelty of seeing that map again has worn off.
Yeah.
Seriously,
it's
like
not
I don't want to
Nuketown.
see
Like,
Nox.
yeah, like it's not Nuketown. That shit is not fun.
Yeah, and the thing is that novelty will work, but Modern Warfare beat it to death because their multiplayer maps got roasted so bad that they literally just used every map they came out with was an old map. Like they
Right.
never actually made any new maps during that entire cycle of that game. So I think people are just tired of getting old stuff, even like zombie maps. And they can still do things like that. They can't. It can't be what they ship the game with. I
Yeah,
think.
that's like it can't be off rip. Like that can't
yeah,
be the
that's
first thing.
yeah, that's a little D. I don't like that. But I mean, with zombies, like I said, it'll get better. I just at the moment I don't particularly care for it. I like the design and the things you can do in the leveling system. I just right now I just don't care for it.
I do have a question for y'all though. So you know how like the marketing campaign made a big deal of like how Ronald Reagan was in the campaign and stuff. You
Uh-huh.
think they're gonna do like another 5 type map with like presidents and like Soviet Union leaders and shit like that?
That would have been a good map to lead with if they did a remake of that.
I
Because
think
we
that's
haven't
exactly
had
what's
one of
gonna be
those.
coming next. I think that's what's gonna be coming next.
Okay,
Something
but
like-
it can't come next.
That's what I'm saying. Then now they're gonna be like, yo, everyone liking these new zombies, everyone saying it's fire and stuff. They must want another remake. That's what they're gonna do.
Like y'all like
mean,
the remake stuff?
Do you think they can do that? Just be the third map instead of what comes next? Like be
Yeah,
like
that'd
be
be fine.
after.
That'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be all right.
I'd like another. I'm not saying I want another Kino, but I want another map, an original map in the style of Kino. Do you think that'd be acceptable?
No,
Oh,
probably
Kino
not
Cruise,
because they've already remade that map twice as well.
What map
You
was
gotta
that?
give us another Ascension or something.
It was literally called Kino.
Oh my god. Well, no,
Like,
I'm
it
talking
was-
about like I want an original map that's brand new, but it has design wise
Levels of
it's
that?
similar. To,
Yeah.
it's similar. To Kino.
Um,
I don't want a
I
Kino
just-
reskin. No.
I don't know who the lead is on zombies now because the last lead got fired. So I don't know what
It's probably
direction
the
they're
problem.
trying. Yeah. I don't know what direction they're trying to go in with this zombies thing. I don't know if they're gonna actually have a story or they're just gonna retcon it later and ignore it. And this just like give us maps, but yeah, I mean
That's
I
the
don't
other
know.
thing too. I think they're trying to do a story with it. It doesn't seem as in your face as the old Zombies timeline was,
Yeah,
but
they-
I know
the-
for one, I know for a fact they better not bring the original 4 characters back. Do not.
No,
do
they
that.
can't. They're dead.
They, I mean, they have like teleporters and time travel and all that dumb shit in this shit now. So I mean, I'm sure they could finesse the way into doing it if they really want it. But I'm just saying they better not.
They could. I mean, they definitely they're trying to bury that story because it got completely out of hand by the end of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the
I
whole,
mean,
like,
it got really
prison shit.
ridiculous.
Shout out my
Yeah.
nigga. Shout out my nigga Rick
Crazy.
Toffin. But damn, I'm tired of listening to Nolan North have a German accent, bro.
Yeah, it just that story got out of hand, extremely, and they're really want to get away from that. But if they're trying to make a story with this, they didn't do a very good job. Like they tried to base it in reality too much, I think.
Yeah.
No one cares about these people who seem like they could be my next door neighbor, but secretly
Well,
be
and
doing
then
some bullshit.
and then number 2, when you're playing the current map, I don't even know. First of all, what is this map even called? I don't even remember if it has
Okay.
any.
Yeah.
Die machine.
The machine, which is in German, the
Yeah.
machine.
Yikes! I don't even.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Oh,
how
God.
that's how lackluster
Oof.
the marketing for this is. But I mean, it's like if they wanted to keep that zombies personality with the characters and stuff, don't because you play that map with your multiplayer operators. You don't even like play with like original characters. Like apparently, like one of them is like Samantha Maxis or something like that in that cutscene that introduces it.
Yeah.
Like, how come you're not playing as Samantha? How come you're not playing as that Weaver nigga? How like what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all over the place. It seems like I said, I think a lot of this stuff is thrown together. I'm hoping they'll just pull it in one direction or another and just get decent writers. But
Yeah.
Until they do, I'm kind of
Yeah,
staying away
I
from
mean,
zombies.
and that being said, I stopped caring about the zombie storyline a long time ago. I just, like I said, I tell everybody, I just want to get good guns and live. So
Listen, I stopped caring about zombie story whenever in Black Ops 2 they gave me a nigga named Leroy to follow around the map.
oh, buried. I like that map though.
Did they add any new perks or anything like that?
Yes.
Mm,
Elemental pop.
Yeah.
How is it? Like, what's it do?
that
You get a 20% chance with each bullet to do either shock, put somebody on fire, freeze them, or turn them into
Ally.
an ally.
It's technically not a new thing for zombies. They just made it into a perk instead of an. Oh, actually, it's a pack-a-punch upgrade as well. But before it was
a
just a
gumball
pack-a-punch
shit, right?
upgrade. Yeah, it was the gumball shit, and then it was also a pack-a-punch thing.
I did not like the gumball shit.
Okay.
That's
It
what
was
I'm
it's
saying.
basically the
That's what I'm talking about, all
same
these
concept.
gimmicks.
Instead of it being a gumball thing, it's a perk now, which
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
I've
to
always
me
been
defeats the
a-
purpose.
I've always been a purist when it came to the perks. Like, I just wanted to say them as machines.
Right.
Like, I wasn't with
Yeah.
the gumball stuff
Exactly.
like that.
I like the gumball stuff, to a certain degree. I think once I played the game for over a year and I got like all the OP gumballs, it made the game extremely easy.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I'm also not used to crafting armor and all that stuff. Like I know there's crafting tables like in Black Ops 2 and stuff like that. But that was like for Easter egg stuff and like special weapons and things like that, like the shield. I'm not used to having
like
to build armor and stuff. I'm not used to that.
Glad
at
they
all.
make it
like
easy as it is to use it, because if you use that crafting table, it don't pause nothing. You get ran over, it's over with.
It's curtains. I'm trying to
It's over
tell
with for
you.
It don't
You
pause
can't
nothing.
craft nothing.
Yeah.
No,
You gotta have a
don't.
crawler.
I don't like the concept of armor. Like you already have Juggernaut. You start off with decent health. I don't understand why you need armor. That's just I don't know. I just don't.
Again, it casualizes because it makes your character more tanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
don't like that.
The
I
zombies
don't-
are easier to kill and you're more tanky, so it's
That's
like.
what-
Listen,
Juggernaut,
bro.
like-
Listen,
Like remember
bro.
when getting to 30 was like you had like some level of like satisfaction. Like, hey, we got to level 30, and it was tiring. It's like I'm tired, but let's keep going. But it's like, damn.
Nah,
Yeah, we
bro. I
couldn't
was
kind of
always
get to
tight.
40 with effort,
Bro,
with no effort.
Bro.
Yeah,
I was always tight, bro. I wasn't even worried about it.
I would need a
Getting
break
to
after
30 was-
around 35.
Getting to 30 was like a 2-mile run, yo. And now we
Well,
about to do
well, the
sprints.
thing-
Now
the
we
thing
about
about
to do
getting to
sprints
30
for the rest of the day.
The thing about getting to 30 for me is that every time I got to 30, it would be in a lobby full of randoms, and everyone would have been dead since like round 21. Like I would have
Yeah.
just carried us to fucking
it'd be
30, and
hard
then
carry.
everybody's like, "Bro, can you just die?" No, nigga, leave.
I'm trying
But,
to see Ascension.
but yeah,
Who the hell is Killian Hayes?
I'm
I'm trying to see Ascension.
I'm not feeling zombies at the moment.
What the hell, Killian A?
In conclusion,
Well,
Yo, the Bulls fucked up. You see what they picked?
yeah, I don't want to sidetrack the podcast. We can, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw.
But yeah, zombies. You know. Okay, so it sounds like you guys kind of like it. Like it's
Yeah,
alright.
overall,
All
like
of
I
it.
mean, it's
All of it.
good. It's good. Yeah, it's very
Alright.
enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
Alright.
I'm already over it.
Just like seems like the main criticism is just like that they just remade Knocked again, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part.
Okay.
They remain knocked. Yeah,
So
that's-
it's,
and they need weapon tuning for sure.
balls in their court then. It's an easy fix. Just do some original shit.
Listen,
you think
bro.
it's easy.
Listen, bro. A lot of people get the ball in their court, but then forget their racket at home.
I like that. That's
Goddamn.
bars.
Bars.
This board's multiplayer though. That's where I've really like. I'm really enjoying this multiplayer, especially
Really?
just playing it casually, like a lot.
Okay.
Unlike Modern Warfare, it's not extremely gimmicky. Like people can't hit me in the face twice with the butt of their gun within like 0.3 seconds, and me just be instantly dead. There's not a billion windows in every map for me to
That's
get
true.
shot from. There's not 1,000 flank routes. It's pretty simple. It's 3 lanes, and they do have a decent amount of flank routes, but it's not OD. Like all of
it's
Modern
not-
Warfare maps were OD.
All of Modern Warfare maps seemed like they had buildings and stuff in them, but they all felt like there was just an open field because you can get shot from anywhere.
Yeah. The maps in general, there's definitely a lackluster of them. I do want them to bring some because this game seems to be themed with 3-lane maps, which I like the most. So I'm hoping they do remake some like Black Ops 2 maps or something like Raid or Standoff or some of these other 3-lane maps that we know, and bring it forward. That'd be dope. I don't think the maps in this game are extremely bad. I think there's some bad ones. I think Satellite's garbage. It's just an awful map. It's just bad.
Oh, the Dunes. Yep.
Yeah, the Sand Dunes map. That map is awful. The one in the
Sniper
hangar
galore.
is
Oh, Garrison.
not great. It's playable. It's not great. The rest of them I can pretty much get by with. Like I don't mind them. I like the boat map. I think the part underneath is completely useless. I think being able to jump in the water is completely useless. That's just a dumb gimmick to me. This isn't Battlefield. They were trying a little too hard.
I appreciate the effort though. Like I said, trying to do like an original map.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't an original map. I mean, they already had a map on an air carrier or a aircraft carrier.
True, but that was a lot more. It seems smaller. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Yeah, but
Um,
I think you're right. I think Armada does feel like a Battlefield type map.
Yeah, for
With the
sure.
and plus you can repel and all that kind of crazy.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not.
All right,
I'm
so
not.
so let me ask y'all. So if y'all had to pick 3 multiplayer maps, as of right now, what would be your top 3?
Moscow, Checkmate, and Crossroads.
I think I would
Oh.
say the same.
That's wild to me that
Which-
3 maps is like a fourth of the game.
Which
Yeah.
Crossroads is that map in the snow, right?
No,
Yep.
that's the Yep, and then Checkmate's the one in the plane thing.
It's literally that one building with the
in the
bridge, and then
warehouse.
that's it. Yeah, Checkmate.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like that map a lot more now that I know
That's
the areas.
that's the one with like Air Force One in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
I would.
I'm
Um,
starting to understand the map, so I like it better.
I would say Cartel, Crossroads, and Checkmate.
Now you can get Cartel out of here,
I,
dog.
bro,
Yeah,
Cartel
I'ma
is so
go-
fun, bro. I be hiding in the bushes.
You got to.
I don't be
got
hiding in
to.
the bushes.
It's
I
surprisingly easy to like look through the bushes. Like if you just
Yeah.
if you take the time, bro, you can be spotting people like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I think my top 3 I will say is probably what's the name? Moscow, Cartel, and Checkmate.
Moscow's a really good map, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'd
It's
probably
the better
go
one.
yeah.
Moscow, Cartel, and I don't know probably the boat map. I like that map. I haven't played it all that much, so. But the other ones, I can go into Miami's just out of here.
Yo,
and
Miami
the
is the
satellites out of here.
bottom. Of the
Miami's
list.
Miami's tolerable, but it depends on the map. It depends on the mode. Like
I don't-
domination, forget about it.
I don't like Miami for several reasons. There's too many high vantage points for snipers and people with burst weapons to one shot me or one burst me across the map, like deliberately. Like they just have too much vision over the center of the map, which gives you too much control, especially in game modes like domination. The flank routes on the beach side specifically. If no one's on that side of the map, you're going to die from behind, like immediately. They're going to take your spawn and then they're going to take your cheeks. Like I don't like that map. I don't like
That's
the way
usually
it
how
was
it
made.
is, though. It's a lot of like spawn flipping going on.
Yeah, because it's so easy to flank. Because it takes and the thing is like on certain like what's that game mode Control? On Control, the spawns are so bad because if your whole team gets wiped and you're on defense on that A side, you're spawning on the back side of the hotel, which means you have to run literally across the map to get to it. If your whole team wipes more than once, you
There's
lost.
curtains.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah,
think the few times we played Control was in the beta, and I think we had won majority of those games. So maybe we should start adding Control to the rotation.
yeah, I don't mind Control.
I thought it was always in rotation.
It
Oh,
well,
is.
it's not
It is-
when I
well,
play. I think when y'all play, I'm not there, but I typically don't play Control because I'm
Yeah.
not playing that shit with randoms. So.
No, I like Control.
We got. I haven't tried VIP yet, so I can't even really hate on it. So I definitely.
I haven't either.
want to try that. All right, let's stop talking about Black Ops. God damn. So, PS5 is out.
How many of them are out there? Yeah, they're out there somewhere.
Nightshade.
What's
One of the few. The Proud.
Yeah, I got one of the few PS5s on the East Coast. I'm actually looking to sell it, 1,500 down.
Oh shit.
Hit me up.
We will not disclose
Hey.
the location for his own safety.
There you go. Exactly, and there will be armed guards, so don't get any funny ideas.
Don't even test it.
We're
Don't
gonna have
even test
Kenpachi and bands.
Yo.
No,
Because they're the one that have security experience.
Brothers.
They're the ones that got
The
a security
brothers.
experience.
The brothers
The
security.
brothers. That's funny.
Now, bands just go sleep somewhere.
Oh shit.
I can't believe y'all call him the worst FPS.
I mean, when you go 18 and 77
funny
on
as shit.
shipment,
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's record. That's
my
some record shit. Yeah.
man said I was sniping.
I have to
On,
get my
on
attachments.
shipment, bro?
It's
Like, what you
never-
looking at? Everybody spawns 2 feet in front of you.
But
Killian
Nightshade,
Hayes. Okay.
what's your overall grasp of the PS5 so far?
Overall grasp. The OS
Grasping
is
it, though?
great.
Mhm.
Well, wait, hold on, wait. We should start off with like, how was your reaction to the initial launch? Like when you first booted it up, what were you going through your mind?
I was trying to get my HDMI to pick it up.
That's a pro. See, now this is what I'm talking about. You gotta identify the problems.
Well, the problem was that I got a new HDMI splitter because the new consoles don't have optical ports, which was what my my headset uses.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get an HDMI splitter. I didn't know how it worked, so when I booted my console up, I like spent the first 2 hours trying to figure out how to get the splitter to work.
Them shits are confusing as fuck. I'm
Oh
not gonna
my
lie.
god,
Yo,
bro!
if
All
you
of them are from China, bro. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, when I booted up, it was cool. They wanted me to do a bunch of extra stuff I didn't want to do. Like
Right.
transfer all my stuff from PS4, which I was like, oh yeah, that's dope. Transfer over local network, and then it told me it'd take me 64 days to transfer it.
Yo.
And I'm like, okay, I'll just download it, I guess.
Oh Lord.
In terms of games, I haven't bought any next gen games. I was gonna buy Valhalla, but then that game seemed like it wasn't it.
Okay.
So I waited on that. I think I'm gonna buy Spider-Man though. One of the things about PS5 is that I got it specifically because I didn't play a lot of PS4 games. Because my OG PS4 looked like I'm convinced every game was played in 480p. So I wanted no part of that, and I waited almost a year to play Final Fantasy VII Remake on here because I wanted to not play it in 480p. But for whatever reason, even though it's one of the biggest games on PS4, like literally one of the biggest games of last gen, and they don't have a boost update for that game on PS5, so it's basically just playing at whatever the PS4 Pro played at, which I think was like 1080 or 30 frames. And I noticed something about that game specifically is that because the PlayStation 4 was so limited in terms of hardware, the character models look like a next gen game, but everything, like the level of detail around you, looks like a PS3 game. So
Yeah,
I
true.
think I'm
Yeah.
just gonna wait until they do something about it, or if they do something about it. But other than that, I mean, it plays Netflix great. It plays Netflix real good.
You didn't. How was your shipping experience? Because I know if you dig enough, there's some horror stories about people not
Listen,
getting
bro.
their deliveries on time, or they're still waiting, or so. Any hiccups on that front for you?
Besides the fact that it shipped from a Best Buy about an hour from me, and then went to Atlanta, which is 4 hours from me, and then came to me. No, it's fine. I didn't get it launch day. It was supposed to be delivered launch day, and then they got delivered the day after. Which was kind of fucked up because I missed like 4 hours of work waiting on it to get here because I didn't want somebody to steal it.
Fuck. True. Yeah. I was gonna say
Um,
that's not too bad, all things considered. But yeah, the fact that you missed out on some money, that's fuck.
yeah, that kind of sucked. But no, it wasn't too bad. Besides, fuck Best Buy. Because they seem to have.
that ass, yo.
Bro, listen. When I pre-ordered it, it was so spur of the moment. It was like 3 a.m. whenever I pre-ordered it, and I was just refreshing. I didn't actually, you know what? I didn't even refresh. I literally went to the website, saw that it was available, and clicked pre-order. And I was like, "Fuck! If I don't pre-order this shit now, I'm not gonna get it." So I checked out as a guest. Well, months later, whenever I tried to look up and see when it was gonna ship, they couldn't find my order number. It would give me an error. So then I
That's
had to go through this long,
tough.
like 3-day process of joining this order with my Best Buy account before I could finally find out if I even bought the damn thing. Because they charged me $500 something. I want to know if I was gonna get the shit.
Yeah, absolutely. The fuck.
But I finally got all that straightened out like 2 days before they shipped it. You know, even though I
Good.
pre-ordered it
Good
like
shit.
2 months before. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
I think you're one of the fortunate ones because there's some horror stories out there. So
Yeah, my shit ain't smoking. It does make weird noises whenever you put a disc in it, but also I don't like the thing. Bro, this thing. I think I put a picture of it in here whenever I
yeah, I
put
was
it
gonna
on
say
my
how
desk.
how big is it? How
That
big
shit
is it really?
Huge.
B-roll. This motherfucker is a tank, son.
I thought the original Xbox One was big. Like, damn.
I ended up having to turn it horizontally and putting it on top of my PS2, so now it looks like I have a stack of plastic on my desk.
I mean,
But
technically
bro,
you did.
I couldn't stand it up because it took up too much space. Like this thing standing up takes up as much space as my PS4, my Xbox One X, and my PS2 stacked on top of each other. Like, bro, and it was still taller than that shit.
I really feel like they should have just like not stick with the same PS4 like design, but like they could have made it look spiffier. Not this fucking binder. What the hell? Like
It could have made it sleeker.
they
I,
really could have.
I don't mind the way it looks. I don't really care how it looks. I don't. I'm convinced they put the disc tray in there upside down. Because whenever you put a disc in, it usually like the disc faces
Oh
like,
yeah.
towards the bulk of the console.
Right.
Well, this one it faces the other way. Like I put
Yeah,
my Persona disc in backwards like 5 times. I thought this shit was broke. First day
Yeah,
I
I
got it, I'm like,
forgot.
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I forgot. IGN had to write a whole article telling people how to put the disc in their PS5 because the way that it's oriented is weird.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's backwards.
They had to write a whole article.
They did. IGN is like, yeah, guys, if your PS5 disc is not working, it's not you. Yeah, the way the disc is set up, you have to flip it.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Fuck.
It's just dumb. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
I'll be
think-
honest though, with this controller,
I was
I
just
can't
about to
wait
ask you, like, how's the
yeah, I
controller?
can't. I haven't gotten to test the haptic stuff. But from what I've seen, it looks dope. I'm not buying Cold War on PS5 just to find out what it does. I'll just wait. But I mean, it's not a bad controller. It handles well. It honestly feels pretty close to an Xbox controller. I like the way that the pause and the share button are protruding from the console now instead of being like indented into them shit. So
Yeah,
you
I hate
actually
that
pressing
shit.
the fucking center pad.
Yeah.
You can actually fill them now. That's dope. But I mean, it's a solid console or controller. I don't like that the mute button be draining your battery on the mic on the controller because it lights up if you mute it. Like, just let me turn it off, bro. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I was watching Angry Joe's comparison video because he got both, and he was during his comparison, he said the Xbox controller still feels better overall than the PS5. Although he will say the analog sticks feel better and the and pushing the face buttons is okay, but he said he called out the D-pad specifically. The D-pad on the DualSense he said is not good compared to the Xbox controller. So I was wondering if you felt the same or.
Well, I'm always gonna be a bigger fan of the Xbox controller just because I just like the way it handles. I think the way it's shaped, the way the curves are, the way that the handles on it, like the protruding handles, I think them being bigger and covering up a bigger space lets you grip the controller better. The D-pad thing, honestly, a D-pad's a D-pad. How often do you actually use a D-pad? Like,
I use it sparingly sometimes in fighting games to get the right input out because.
oh, I
it's just more
don't
comfortable
be
for me.
punching people, so I'm not sure. I just be calling it kill streaks. That's all I use it for, really. But yeah, I mean a D-pad is a D-pad to me. It don't really affect my day to day.
Yo, Mario, look how he's shaking his head. Don't send me there, please. Oh man. But yeah, that's fair. Yeah. All that being said, I think me waiting. I'm definitely waiting at least a year on this because
I would.
I know Walmart put out a thing today saying they're gonna have new stock for both the PS5 and the Series X available like at midnight or 3 a.m. or something like that. I know that's gonna be scooped up like that. So I'm not worried about a next gen console at this point. I'm definitely waiting at least a year. I know Xbox was talking about they might not be able to meet the demand until like April next
Yeah,
April.
so
Because apparently they've hit all their records for launch day console sales. And
yeah,
then
they're doing
obviously
well.
and then obviously with the pandemic and everything, it's going to be harder for them to make the demand or meet the demand. So they're saying, yeah, y'all might not see a healthy restock until April, bruh. So this is going to be a slow trickle up until then. So
You know what I'm excited about, and one of the reasons why I ended up getting a PS5 anyways. Like I would have never gotten an Xbox because all their games are coming to PC.
yeah,
But I'm excited to to have a PS5 this generation because Xbox is selling so well that Sony's literally going to have pressure this generation, which means
it'll
they're
force them to do
going to
better.
be they're going to be doing better shit hopefully. If they don't, I mean, then I'll just
They're
be here to
stupid.
watch them crash and burn.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, for the first of all, I hope they got to fix their storage issues or the external issues with external storage and all that.
um, I can see that being an issue, like with new games. Like I don't know how big these new games are going to be, but I know that a lot of the PS4 games they compress the shit out of them. Like they're a lot smaller than they were on PS4.
But do they look good though? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they
Okay.
look
All
fine.
right.
Like I played God of War, and I mean it's got a little bit of PS5 upgrades. It's got a stable frame rate and stuff. It looks fine.
That's good.
That's the edition I'm getting for PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on when that comes out. Did they tease a release window for God of War Ragnarok at all, or we just know it's
Nah.
coming next year?
Nah,
Think
it's
it's
coming next year. I I have heard that there's issues with like the rest mode on here, and I might
Yeah, I
turn
did
it off.
see that. I did see that. It's causing some complications on when you put it in rest mode.
Yeah, it's kind of worrying because I do put mine in rest mode, but it puts it in there by default, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
The only time I use rest mode on PS4 is when I'm downloading something.
yeah.
Other than that, or if I plan on coming back to the game in like a couple hours. But
Well,
outside of that,
I usually put my consoles on rest mode because I don't like coming home from work with like limited time to play and then waiting for my garbage internet to download the shit.
fair enough. Yeah. So okay. But all in all, you're satisfied with your $500 purchase?
Uh, for now, because I know there's more to come.
I feel that.
Now,
Yeah,
if they
you gotta
if they
buy it
start
early,
giving me
yeah.
bullshit, then it'll be a different story.
When you buy it
Yeah.
early, you gotta realize you're buying it for like you gotta have a waiting
Why
period
the fuck
where you
did
actually
they
get
put
some
a
good impactful
banana
stuff.
next to?
Yeah,
the
I would have never bought it if I didn't have a PS4 backlog.
shit?
Yeah.
Exactly. That was the thing that really sold it for me too. If I was going to get one, was that the fact they announced that you can play the PS4 games on there.
Yeah,
That was a big move. They should have done that last generation.
All right.
I think they only did that because Xbox was like using it as a selling point.
Yeah,
Everyone was
the
looking
game-
at Sony
Game
like,
Pass.
bruh.
I'm like, bro, please.
Sony
Wait,
gonna need to come
what-
up with an alternative to Game Pass at some point. They're gonna have to.
They're gonna.
They
That
got
value's too good.
they tried to they I think they pulled that PS Plus collection thing out of their ass last minute.
Yeah, they
that-
did.
that
Like
was-
threw
that
a
was
bunch of
streaming
games in
service
there.
shit. Yeah, that was a streaming service thing. I think they actually need. I think they realize they need a full-fledged like system now.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah,
they get
because
like a Game Pass type thing with like God of War and stuff on there, that'd
Yeah,
be
God of War, Infamous Second Son,
That'd be
pretty much
fire.
all the PS4 greatest hits are available on there for
Yeah.
PS Plus members.
Yeah. God of War, Bloodborne, Persona 5, Last of
Yeah.
Us, Uncharted.
yeah.
I mean, they got some pretty good
games.
games on here, but I mean, I've already played majority of them because
Right.
they're good
Yeah,
games.
they don't have the
Exactly.
catalog that Xbox is. I think that's what Mario's saying. They have
Yeah.
to do something to answer that volume
Yeah.
of catalog.
They gotta go buy they gotta go buy EA.
But Xbox already did that, technically.
Damn, they didn't. They bought
with that
Bethesda and
partnership
EA.
shit.
God damn. Oh, god damn. I don't
See,
know, bro. They,
Sony's spending all this time on anime and stuff. Xbox is like, hey, all this stuff you leaving on Nintendo, we'll just take it. Fuck it.
listen, bro. They better go sell some more TVs and get their bands up.
High key.
Sony.
Whew.
All right. So what are we thinking of this Cyberpunk gameplay from the Xbox One? Speaking of Microsoft, how we thinking they performed?
So
They
that
released gameplay.
yeah, it
There's
was
new gameplay in here. So this
yeah.
dropped out of nowhere yesterday
yeah.
or Monday.
It was
And this is
yesterday.
a lot. There's some old gameplay we've seen in here, but majority of it is new. And they wanted to showcase how it's running on the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. First of all, I feel like they, after the delay fiasco and how pissed everybody got, I feel like they had to put this out just to prove to why they had to delay it 3 weeks. It's like, guys, this is what we've been working on. And this is what it looks like. So
I mean, that's great. Can I play my game now?
yeah, that's pretty much what I was feeling because the official Night City Wires tomorrow, and they're going to be talking. I can't remember what they're going to be talking about there,
Isn't
but
it? Didn't you say like music or something?
I think music. I think that like Keanu Reeves' character is going to be a heavy presence on there. So we're going to be talking about him.
Well,
which
if they
is
don't
cool.
accelerate this damn car, why they driving so slow?
Yeah, so this is all. This is new, and this is what it looks like on the One X.
Cake.
God damn,
Oh,
fuck
shit.
to death, yo. What the
Yeah, that's,
Hold
I was
on.
hoping I wasn't the only one that saw it. I'm like, it's right there, bruh.
Hey,
But oh fuck yeah. I didn't
It's
see that. I didn't see that in the back. Fuck to death. I was looking at the cake, bruh.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, this is what it looks like on the Series X and the Xbox One X. So like I said, they felt obligated to probably put this out after all the backlash they got
the
after the
person
last
really
delay.
not driving the car, yo, is bothering me.
So I mean, actually, I hadn't watched this video the full way through. It's only about 10 minutes. But
Nah,
I
fuck with this.
appreciate them, being a little bit more, being more aware. It's like, hey, like, yeah, our community is a little downtrodden right now after this delay. Let's give them a little taste of what we've been working on as to why we delayed this 3 weeks. So, I mean, for the most part, it looks like it's running just fine. I mean, we already know it's going to work fine on the new consoles, but it's the current gen or the old gen now is what was holding this shit back. So, on the One X, I guess it looks all right. I mean, it looks like it's 60, maybe. I don't know if the stream does it justice, but yeah, not really much else to really say about it. Like I said, the main Night City Wires tomorrow. Yeah, they just probably felt obligated to put this out just to kind of give a little bit more assurance, like, hey, we're on the home stretch of this, guys. And this is what's taking so long. We might make sure this shit's running right on the old gen console. So here you go, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, or we'll see you December 10th or whatever. So yeah,
How many sex dungeons they gonna show?
probably a lot.
All of them.
There's a whole district to that shit, chef.
You know niggas be horny.
I'm about to shut all that shit down.
Me too. I'm about to say.
You can't take that away
Come
from
on,
niggas, yo. Come on
I know
now.
you're gonna be a corpo, chef. Come on now, people
You gonna-
needs they nut.
That
I'm
that,
leaving for
Time,
that-
you
corporation.
see this city. Times are
You
tight.
gonna leave it
People
for
need they
the...
nut.
See, niggas like you need to get dealt with, chef. God
Which
damn
good?
it.
you gonna
Trying to
get
take-
your cyborg nut off?
And shutting the shit down. It don't matter.
Crazy.
I'm
I,
not go to the poker game and then rob everybody.
that Xbox gameplay was the first gameplay I've watched since they showed it. I think it was at E3 or maybe the Game Awards. I don't
28
remember.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I purposely avoided the gameplay because I actually wanted to go into this game a little blind. But then I was like, I'll just see what it's looking like on console. And then, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't. And I saw Ethos saying something about this on Twitter. I think it was like yesterday. I don't understand what this game's about. Like, I understand all the things you're going to get to do and how much you're going to be able to customize your character and how cool and alive the world looks. Those things are cool, but I don't understand what our purpose is.
No, I get you.
But with that being said, I also, like I said, I haven't watched any of the Night Wires or anything like that. So maybe that explains more of it. I feel like if I
They
watch all those hours or like however long those Night Wires are,
They're not even that long.
I'd go into
They're
the
not
game
even
feeling like I
long.
already played it.
No,
Alright,
no,
so,
like
like,
each
guys,
Night
this,
City.
This is why that argument bothers me, though. It's like you want to know what's going on in the game, but you don't want to watch it because you don't want to know what's going on in the game. So like, which one is it?
Well, it's not that I don't want to know what's going on in the game, or it's not that I want to know what's going on in the game. I just think that if you like put out a trailer or something like that, you should give me the purpose immediately. Like,
Did you see?
tell me how cool it is.
Did you see? They put out a trailer called "The Gig" like probably 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah. that was, like,
Did
the
you watch that
second or
trailer?
third one.
Did you watch that trailer, Nightshade?
I don't remember.
Because
like the main
I
plot
to an
one.
extent I understand what you're saying because they haven't gone in depth as to what the main objective or what the main point of the story is about in this game. They've touched on it in each of the Night City Wires, and for the record, each Night City Wire is only about like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But that Gig trailer, they touched a little bit on it. But the key with that is that only kind of covers the prologue of the game.
Mhm.
Now, based on what I remember from that trailer and what they talked about in past Night City Wires, do you want to know what the initial premise that they talked about of the game was, or do you still want to not hear about it?
I mean, sure. Like,
So, and I'm trying to piece this together as best I can from memory, but basically, there's this, I guess it's like a chip or microchip of like immortality or something like that, or something that has the key to immortality on it, and you have different parties vying for position to get it. And as a mercenary, you kind of have to kind of pick and choose who you side with, and ultimately trying to get for your you're trying to serve yourself and getting this chip, but you're also trying to like, you know, play nice with whoever you choose to side with, or however the story takes you. I think a lot of that is based on, the in-game choices you make, and then the kind of life path that you have, and all that kind of stuff.
I got you.
The RPG aspects, just like he said, like if you pick like, hey, you want to keep it for yourself, or like you want to fuck some people over, or like,
Yeah.
And it's like that, like kind of like, not like typical setting, but like that like kind of stereotypical setting of like where the rich people are paying like people who are actually tough to go get shit for them, so they
Right.
don't have to do it themselves. But at the same time, you want the people underground who actually know how the shit is getting done, and they want to also have it for themselves, but they don't have the resources that the other people have.
And the key is, what side are you on, or how do
Yeah.
you want to how do you
And
want to
that
serve
nigga chef is a corp, yo.
Yes,
That
bro.
nigga chef is a corp, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
What you
No.
got against corpse? My
They
son
fed.
wants
he
to
not
go
with
to
the
corpse.
people, bro.
He
He
said
not
they
with the
fed.
people.
He
They-
said they
he
fed.
They
literally a
They literally
fed.
are feds, yo.
He literally a fed, bro.
That's
Hey,
your
I respect
people.
the Hey,
No.
listen. Hey, chef can do the perfect double cross
Yeah,
though. Maybe
basically-
you can fuck them over.
Yeah,
Ain't no
basically
double
it's
crossing. No, I'm
Oh no, he
definitely
actually
taking
fed.
y'all down.
oh damn.
See,
Yeah,
look,
basically-
yo.
Basically, how they framed when they talk about story, it's like basically, yeah, in this city where it's like there's no
Hold on,
rules,
I
and
think I
basically
saw
the
some
corpse.
frame dips.
I mean, a little bit when that electricity went off.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like, yeah,
My car slow.
but basically, yeah, because I also ordered the whatchamacallit, like the World of Cyberpunk book, and it kind of does a deep dive into the lore, and honestly, to know a lot about the story, you kind of have to know about the pen and paper like board game that was made by Pondsmith, and a lot of it's based on that. So it kind of helps to have some background knowledge, because not all of this is completely original. It's based on a board game, more or less, or like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing.
Right.
But basically, in this city, in Night City, like pretty much the corporals run everything. And then you have like the middle class, like the poor people that are trying to, like, they're on their struggle, trying to make ends meet and trying to get on their grind and stuff like that. And then the key is like, where do you fit in this story, depending on, again, what life path you choose and what in-game choices you make. So the story, they've kind of not really said much about it specifically. It's not as linear as we might think it is, because they really want your choices to really affect how the game ends up and how the story ends up.
Yeah, and also
So-
like another aspect of it too is like humanity itself is basically now obsessed with just obtaining these cybernetic upgrades and like putting it on themselves.
Right.
It's like a big aspect of the game is also
Yeah.
trying to see how you can upgrade your character, like both through like skills and through actual cybernetics.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you remember. I don't know if any of y'all saw the in that 15-minute gameplay demo they had 2 years ago, when you're at the Ripper Dock and you're getting your first cybernetic upgrades or whatever. If you look at the menu, if you look at it closely, there was a thing in there called humanity cost. in
Yeah, I was
there.
about to say, I'm assuming also there's going to be an aspect where you have to choose between like if you want to stay more human or if you want to get as robotic as possible.
So
I'm trying to have that piston, nigga.
Oh,
yeah, so
Yo.
that's why I was so excited for us to talk about, like, have that whole podcast episode devoted to just talking about Cyberpunk, because I've been like reading up on some of the lore and stuff like that. It is really in depth, and you kind of have to do a little bit of research on it. And there's a whole bunch of interesting nuggets in there that kind of make the world what it is. So, and once you get in the game, it's gonna be like, oh shit, I saw this in this thing. I actually know a little bit about this, and it's pretty interesting. So it's just about not about the city itself, but just how the U.S. and how America is in this date and time.
I got another question on this topic.
really
though,
dope.
too. Just finish
Yeah.
though.
No, that was pretty much it.
So like,
Holly
do you
looked good
think-
though too.
so you know how like when game companies make these big games, with like high expectations and stuff, you know how like shit gets leaked over time.
Yeah.
Do you think like this whole Night City Wire like kind of thing they've been doing kind of prevents that stuff from happening?
I think it certainly helps. Like if they were being
Like,
air, if,
has
like,
there been any major leaks of Cyberpunk?
in terms of the story and like the game itself?
Yeah, like
Not-
I'm talking like Last of Us 2 level leaks. Like
Hell
Oh
no,
no, not
Hell
at all.
no.
Not at all.
yeah, I'm saying I think this might be the future for like big like AAA games now. Is like they'll just have to give us progress updates as the game goes. Cause I
Yeah,
feel like this is a really easy way to counter leaks.
Yeah.
Counter leaks
That's
and
why.
then like
That's why
I mean,
I'm very,
unless
I'm
you're-
very
unless you're-
scared.
counter
I mean,
I'm
leaks,
scared
and
for
then
God
this
of
is a
War.
way. This is a really good way to like engage with the community. Like, bro, if
Yeah,
you're
unless
making
you're
a
like Chef
game
and you
for
believe that
people-
the leaks are done by the companies themselves.
Like,
Oh, I
uh,
feel like it is though.
They are.
Partly.
This is why I say that though. Is like, so you remember when the God of War remake first came out? No one was fucking with it. They were like, "Oh, new God of War, what's going on here? What's all this shit?" Then everyone played it and they were like, "Yo, this is the greatest shit ever." So now
Yeah.
the second game is gonna have like crazy high expectations, and I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff getting leaked. So like, I
That's
just don't know how
possible.
they're gonna counter that. Yeah.
Unless they
And
do like a Ragnarok wire or something like that. That's like,
especially
hey,
since
this
there's
is what's going to be
a
in the
journalist
game.
now to work there. Shout out Alana Pierce. That's my homegirl. I like her. But yeah,
Well,
like.
we'll talk about her later.
But yeah, I think like this should be something that more companies should kind of trend towards.
Yeah, I think I would agree, especially for a high budget, high anticipated titles like this.
Exactly. Yeah, just be more
And
transparent with the
and
audience.
I think the type of game probably lends itself to it too, because like if this was like a more linear like action adventure game,
Right.
it probably wouldn't feel like it probably wouldn't do as good.
That's a good
Probably
point.
wouldn't be
That's
as
a good
good idea to put out like too much information about it. But the
Yeah.
fact that this game is so wide open and there's so much shit to do,
Yeah.
you kind of have to give people like a little spoonfuls every couple months to say just to
Yeah, I think that
to
also
also
plays
maintain
into
the hype.
that plays into the vagueness of it too, like the plot. It's just like it's so wide open that kind of like some people are just like, it's so wide open that I'm kind of lost. But that's why that's why Night City works. Is because like it explains why this is
Yeah.
all going on.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. 3 weeks, bro. I'm excited to talk about because there's like there's so much shit that goes behind, like even like outside of Night City and just like how America is in 2077. Like there was a whole civil war, like literally around this time, like in 2020, there was a whole civil war that popped off.
Yeah,
There was
the
a lot
kickoff
of
show would be
states,
fire.
yeah, a lot of states seceded from the union, all kind of stuff. It was crazy, yo.
I'm
So-
excited for this next topic. I'm excited for this next topic.
To answer your question real quick though, Mario, before we move on,
Look at his
it's not,
head.
it's
Oh
not,
my
it's not that I
God.
was indecisive, but there was so much gameplay,
Nugget.
and it seemed like they were showing us so much. That I was afraid that if I kept watching it, that I would get too much. I hate it when games give away too fucking much before it
Oh
comes
yeah,
out.
because movies do that too.
I cannot. That is my like as a pet peeve. I just can't fucking stand like whenever I feel like I might get like 80% of what's gonna happen just from them showing too much.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, excited for the Night City Wire tomorrow.
They leaked this shit.
If there are
Nobody
leaks,
say.
then yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. If shit was supposed to be, if anything about God of War was supposed to be leaked, it would have been leaked already.
Low key.
I don't
Possibly.
think so.
Yeah, nah, they be leaking shit years in advance. Not years in advance, a year in advance. They would have been leaked already. They not like Capcom. No,
Hopefully,
they don't get their shit robbed.
Get this shit. All right. So next, as we were talking about the DualSense, you're gonna have it taken out of its environment. Now, Steam, of all things, to be updating some bullshit, has decided to add the PS5.
Yo, bro. As soon as you said Steam talking about updates, then I got an update to restart Steam.
Bro,
Oh my God,
it's
that's crazy.
yeah, but
Wait, so what's your problem with that?
a problem with Steam.
Yeah.
What is?
I don't think there's no problem, but they're just adding controller support for the PS5 controller.
Wait, yeah. So wait, all right. So what's going on?
I'm
here? Is it,
excited
like-
about that.
So
Yeah.
Steam is adding controller support for PS5? Is that
Yes,
what this is?
yes. I
Yes.
was
Yeah.
about to get.
I
into
think
Yeah,
that.
Kenpachi-
that's really positive.
Yeah, I think Kenpachi was talking about how they keep going down every Tuesday and they have random restarts
Oh
throughout
yeah,
the
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I'm excited about the PS5 controller thing because they did kind of hint like the DualSense thing was going to be like they're working on that being an actual feature for PC as well. So there could be a lot of games we could have like the triggered what are
The
they
haptic
called?
feedback.
Haptic, yeah, the haptic stuff on
Yeah.
PC as well. Like
I'm so curious about that.
it's a really dope feature. I'm honestly I can't wait to like get to use it in like a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm glad they're adding that for PC.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential in that. As long
So like, can someone explain to me like what haptic feedback actually is though? Like,
So you know how the Joy-Cons work, right? And like how responsive they feel when you're. I'm trying to
like how
think of a
easy
good.
they go down?
Not so much. It's like the feeling that you get, like the feedback that you get when you're like, say, I'm trying to remember the example they had way back when they were showing off the Switch for the first time. They were simulating them shaking a glass of water with ice cubes in it, and like the feeling that you get when you shake that cup with the ice in it and you feel the ice rattle up against the glass. Like they kind of tried to equate that to how how responsive the feedback is. The rumble feature feels like in the Switch Joy-Cons. It sounds to me like the PS5 controller has that in the triggers, or is that all across the entire controller? I want to
So
say
it
it's the
depends.
entire controller.
Yeah, it depends on what you're playing. So like basically, there's a whole bunch of like extremely small like vibration motors basically throughout the controller. So depending on what you're doing or basically just what you're doing in game, it'll like vibrate certain sides of the controller. I think the biggest thing about this controller though is the triggers specifically, and that goes along with. I don't know how they'll adapt it to like RPGs and stuff like that. I'm sure like devs have an idea, but on shooters for the moment, like whenever you so in Cold War, whenever you use different weapons, every weapon feels different because what happens is when you pull the trigger, the the right trigger on the controller has like an immediate feedback response. So like if you're using an MP5, depending on the fire rate, the right trigger will actually pop back, and it basically just
Oh,
moves
that's
on its
dope.
own.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
so it gives you feedback like that, like you're shooting an actual gun.
That's sick. I like
Yeah.
that. That sounds
And
fire.
and every gun in Cold War is different.
Right.
Yeah, no.
I
If they added that to PC, I might have to get a dual sense. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think
It's
the and I,
Hold on.
yeah, and I think the other thing, like another example, just to kind of illustrate how it works, is like say you're playing like a what's a really tense like single player game like a Metro or something like that. Maybe let's just say Witcher. Like I'm sure there's like tense
Right.
moments in Witcher where you have to
Yeah.
like hit a button or something like that, and then you can actually feel the
Here we go.
tension in the
Right,
button or
right.
like the trigger that you're supposed to press or something like that. Like
Mhm.
say I hate to go back to shooters, but say I don't know if you play the Modern Warfare campaign, but there's a scene where you're trying to defuse a bomb, and like let's say you have to cut the specific wire like in a certain sequence, or you have to do it at a certain timing, and then as you're waiting for the cues to cut the wire, you can actually feel the tension build up in the button, whatever you're supposed to push.
That actually just brought up something I remembered that people were talking about the PS5 controller was with 2K. They said like as you get more and more tired, like it gets harder and harder to actually like hold down sprint.
Right.
Like, the feedback is that's dope. I like that.
So that being said,
Niggas
so they're
breaking
adding
their
that to PC.
controllers, yo.
Yeah, I put that thing in. I put a short video for it in general.
Yeah, I see.
I'm gonna peep that.
Yep, and it also helps that Fat Kid Deals always puts they sell
at their
the
fingers?
links.
That kid
Well,
deals,
but they be putting Amazon links for the controllers themselves. Not
Yo,
just
that
for
is
the
sick.
PS5.
What?
So
That shit is bouncing.
Yeah, and like LMGs and stuff like that, they'll bounce like with they'll like have bigger bounces and stuff like that.
That's sick. Nah, that's a great feature. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that they tried to do something different.
Yep.
yeah. And that's the one thing I can give them. It's not like an update to the controller like that is not something I expected from like Sony. Is something I would really expect more from Microsoft, but
Right.
I mean they're still playing catch up, so.
Yeah, like Microsoft did last gen with the like that Elite D-pad or something like that. I forget what they call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that D-pad. Yeah, the D-pad's nice.
I never actually got to use one of those. I gotta try one of those one day.
It's funny though because if it was reversed and like the Xbox controller got the adaptive triggers, I mean it would be undisputed.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I'm sure someone will mod it in maybe. I don't even know if that's possible.
Right. I'm sure. Oh, it's coming. It's for sure coming. I don't
Right.
know. Is that feature? They have a copyright on that feature?
I'm assuming they probably have a patent on the controller.
They
or
Yeah.
maybe
very
not on,
well
just
might.
The triggers.
Yeah, I could
'Cause-
see. I could see other consoles.
Because I'm thinking you're probably going to be
Something like
hard
that.
pressed to get a third-party PS5 controller
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a good while.
Yeah. Yeah. Unlike last gen I think Scuff was pretty on top of it. I think they had
Oh yeah.
controllers at launch.
Yeah.
We will see.
Unless they allow Scuff to use the haptic feedback technology in it. Yeah, you're probably
I
only
wish
gonna
they
be
would just
able to.
both just like Microsoft and Sony. I know they make a lot of money off that shit, but I wish they would just open up the controller support and just say, "Hey, third party, go at it."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here's Fat Kid Deals. They be putting up links for the controllers themselves being on sale all the time. So you can get one.
To Nightshade's point though, like if I did see one company do that, like to be more open to third party, it definitely would be Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cause like PC gaming and shit like that.
Yep. You can get a DualSense wireless controller for $70.
Yeah, I might need to pick up one of these.
God damn.
I don't
Hey,
know if I'm paying
hey,
that.
don't
That's
worry
gotta be
about this
PS4.
Sydney Opera House I got sitting on my desk. This controller though.
Now, when did they say? I didn't read the article. Did they say when that update is going live, or has it already happened?
I think it's already happened.
Currently, the DualSense can only be used both wired and wirelessly on PC. For the former, you'll need a USB-C cable to a USB-C to USB-A cable to do so, unless you have a USB-C port. So it's not like you should be able to do it right now. You should be able to use it on PC right now.
Oh, Sony
Yeah.
did indicate that they're selling more colors for the controller. I like that. Okay.
I hope for more colors for the console too.
They better.
Listen,
Holy shit.
I just need them to come out with the anniversary controller again, because that's the one I used the entire last generation.
True.
I think I remember seeing that.
I had to buy it off of like a second-hand fucking app on my phone, but hey.
Oh wait, is that the one that had the original PlayStation logo on the PlayStation logo?
Yeah, yeah,
That's one I
yeah.
wanted so bad. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I got that shit. I had to get it second-hand, but I got it.
I was so tight I didn't get that shit. That's literally the only reason I wanted it too, was just because I had the logo on the button. I was like, yo,
Bro,
I, need that.
I was gonna get the whole console, but that shit sold out so fast. I
Oh
blinked.
yeah. Oh yeah.
For the Among Us niggas in here, which
Yuck.
is few. Yeah.
There's a couple. I thought y'all might like
Nah,
that.
yeah, if you want to talk about it, get it off.
I mean, it's just introducing a new map.
How you feel about
Just
it?
a little sneak peek. I mean, yeah,
You introduce
It's just cool.
kill streaks?
Well, how many maps are there in Among Us right now?
3.
3? All right. So like, yeah, it's always good. to
Not
have
bad
another
for a
map.
mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
And
glad that
take it
they're
off.
finally updating the game, because definitely when September was hitting,
Yeah.
boy, their pockets was
This is the
overflowing.
real trial period now. They got hot and they got the attention. Now they got to keep it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I hope.
Also, keep in mind, so not only this map, they tease this map, but they're also I think they're going to be showing off new content at the Game Awards.
Yeah, they're going to be updating the game like heavy.
That's
So,
good.
I'm
Hey,
excited
shout out
to
to
see
Among
what
Us
they
people.
Hey, y'all niggas
Yeah.
like to argue at each other.
That's
No,
why
they
I could just do it,
haven't
but
played it in a while. They haven't played it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
At least not near.
It's been more than 2 weeks.
Low key, it's been a minute.
There's too
Yeah,
many
what's
feds
that
in there now.
That's what's
What's that? What's that hashtag? Disney must pay. What the hell?
Okay.
Who going after Disney, bro?
People still mad over Mulan.
Disney must pay. What the hell?
Why is Bobby? All right. Yeah, you getting off.
he did.
Get off Twitter. Get off Twitter.
It's funny.
Thought you deleted it.
In
Why you
other
lying?
news, nah.
Feds make you download
Why are you doing this to me, yo?
it?
That's crazy.
Alright,
That's crazy.
In other news, though, Resident Evil Village launched a leaked chef.
Now
Chef.
this one was not done by Capcom. I promise you.
You sure about Chef? What you think?
Chef what?
No. If you actually know the story, they literally got hacked.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
don't
okay,
think
I
this
was
is
about to
actually them. Yeah, I don't think this is them actually like purposely leaking stuff.
I was about to say, Chef, you might be onto something here.
No. I know about them. They got hacked by the Ragnar group, and they was told to pay something, and they didn't, and they just decided to start leaking shit.
Somebody hit click the link on that suspicious email, which they tell you not to do in all the security trainings. They tell you not to do that, but sure enough, somebody did it, and they got hit with ransomware. And I think they were asking like 10 million.
That's all it takes. Ransomware on one computer with the files. That's it. Over. Clip.
Yeah, I think they wanted like 10 million or something. Capcom was like, nah.
God damn!
And they started
I don't
leaking
blame
everything.
Capcom. Leak everything. I don't care.
Capcom was like,
What
So-
if we just give you the rights to One Piece?
So not
We'll give you 3% ownership.
not only did the supposed release dates for Resident Evil 8, the new Monster Hunter game, I think there's a couple Monster Hunter games that are
God
coming up.
damn, they
So
leaked
not not only were those supposed release dates leaked, but also like the personal information and data of like 350,000 Capcom employees. There might be some customer data in there too. So like, it's no joke, man. It's kind of a shitty story. So yeah,
Should've
this
paid
one
the
was
money,
not
nigga.
done by the company. I think Capcom hired like 3 different security firms to like help them fix this shit. It's like, it's wild, bruh. Like it was kind of a wild week last week with, because I think this happened like either earlier this week or last week. Then you had that hostage scare at Ubisoft too.
Yeah.
It's like,
A
Damn.
hostage scare. What?
you didn't see that story?
He's
Nah.
on Twitter.
Oh, that was over the
I'm not
weekend.
on Twitter.
That was
Yeah,
over the weekend.
I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah, it was over
anymore.
the-
Yeah, some guy called into the Ubisoft offices in Montreal and said like, "Hey, if you don't come over here, I'm about to shoot all these motherfuckers."
Yeah.
And they all had
Yep.
to get evacuated on the roof, and then there
Yeah.
was a false alarm.
But I think
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
it was a scary situation for like an hour and a half or
Yeah,
something.
no, for
like
2
that.
hours, everyone thought it was real. I was like, "Yo, shit."
Yeah.
I was like, Yo,
And of
people
course,
will die
corny
doing that
niggas,
free.
corny niggas was making like rainbow jokes and fucking
Yeah.
Valhalla jokes and shit.
All right. Shit.
Yeah, people.
That's your
forget
people.
people's lives are real, yo.
Yeah.
Fucking rainbow. Niggas are stupid. Oh my
Yeah, but
god.
it's a good thing it was a false alarm, so happy that all the people at Ubisoft Montreal are safe. But
Big
yeah, that was definitely was not fun for like
yeah,
a couple hours.
Nah.
That's
Yeah,
funny
well,
to me that Capcom
that's
got
why I
hacked.
had to
They're like,
get
"Yo,
it.
10 million." They said no.
They said no, they said alright.
They're like, nigga, shoot.
That's wild. yo.
Nigga,
10
drop it.
million. You gotta be a little bit more modest than that, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You could say like 2 mil and I won't drop
They were
anything.
they were trying to make sure the gang ate, yo.
No,
Like,
I'm still
10
mad at the nigga that opened up that email, because how else you getting ransomware, bruh? Where do you
yeah,
think
he
that
got-
came from?
He definitely got canned. He got fired.
That's
He got
crazy.
fired. He might be in jail.
Nigga, Smooth just said, go
And
ahead,
I
log
don't wanna
out
say,
for me,
I don't want
my man.
anything. I don't want to say anything about the Capcom environment over there, but I'm sure they got some hitters. I'm sure they're gonna be talking to him after.
It was probably one of them.
I'm,
It was
shit,
an
one of the
inside job?
coworkers.
Damn.
One of the coworkers. Goddamn.
Yeah, so hopefully they get it all sorted out, because
Yeah.
that sucks. Because not like the game release leaks, so that's the least of their worries. You got the employee data out there now, so
Yeah. Damn.
customers, shareholders,
I'm
damn.
gonna drop a
Damn.
diagram in the podcast channel. This is apparently how the Ragnar ransomware worked. They made it read right to left because they're European and shit, but
Yeah.
Damn, he even spelled initial different.
yeah. I'm saying that's them Icelandic people, them Scandinavians, yo. Ragnar, you can't trust them.
That's tough, yeah. I know, like
Vikings.
ransomware. I know that's especially a hot topic in like the healthcare field where I work, because especially with like
Oh yeah, that's very sensitive info. You got
yeah,
over
very
there.
sensitive info. So like yeah, so they be trying to I swear they be giving us the security training like every 6 months now.
Oh,
So
bro.
make
I've
sure you
done
don't click no
security
random
training.
emails, bruh.
Yeah, I've done security training too, bro. It's serious.
All the
Hey,
IT
hey,
security trainings.
Once
and shit,
again,
you know?
shout out all the healthcare workers, all the nurses and shit.
Yeah,
COVID
deadass.
vaccines coming through,
Deadass.
95% effective apparently.
Yep, I heard Pfizer got the hookup. It's
I'm
like, yo,
saying,
we
hey.
about to come through, yo. If you don't
Quarantine
want to take
dream
it,
might
that's
be
your
over.
business. Yeah, I'm saying if you don't want to take it, that's your business. But don't show up to this hospital if you half dead of COVID. I'm trying to tell you. So, but yeah, hopefully pray for Capcom. Hopefully they get it all figured out. 'Cause I want a new Mega Man game, bruh, and that's not gonna happen if they keep getting hacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all them X's, all the Mega Man X's. I need remastered, please.
Please, Mega Man 0, please, bruh. But that's enough of that.
All right. Last but not least. Actually, no. Last and last.
Well, actually, I haven't got to peep this topic. Hold up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna spend a little minute on this. This might be the rest of the time.
I ain't got nothing to say about this one.
honestly, I don't.
Because I ain't played a single game on here.
either. You hear me?
Do we want to just like go through and just pick like what do you think is gonna win the game of the year? then?
Yeah. So game of the year, I haven't voted yet. I gotta vote.
It's gonna be Final Fantasy.
You think? I don't think
I
it's that
think
easy.
it's gonna be Ghost.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
it'll
gonna
be.
be Ghost.
Nah, I think
It's
it's either-
between Final Fantasy and Ghost of Tsushima, but I think
Nah,
Final Fantasy is
I
gonna
think
win it.
Ghost of Tsushima got it in the bag.
I think
I think
Tsushima got
it
in
comes
the
down.
bag.
I think it comes down to either between Ghost or Last of Us Part 2. I think y'all underestimate that, man.
I agree with that. I agree with
I think Last of Us Part 2 had
we
enough
don't like-
controversy about it to
True, yeah.
chill it out.
But I think it'll be second in votes. I think Ghost will win it, but I think
Well, wait,
it'll be a close second.
Does the voting work as in like do we all like does the general audience cast the votes with critics or is
Yeah.
it just...
I assume
It's
so.
the general audience, I think.
All right, so I was gonna say like if it's with critics, Last of Us 2 definitely has a way better chance. But Nightshade could be right. I'm not sure how the Final Fantasy fandom is, but if they come in numbers,
Oh,
the
they're
most,
crazy.
I'm saying that shit could win. But I think Ghost of Tsushima probably the
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
but
Ghost
it's
Ghost
like,
got
but
it.
here's the thing though. It's like that game came out and then we didn't really hear much of it afterward.
right, and it's a remake too. Like I don't know how I feel about a remake.
Plus
coming here.
plus this is only part 1. We're waiting on part 2 of the remake.
Which
So-
is
I
going to
know
be in the
that.
same category next year.
Yeah, right.
No, I think
Right?
I mean, don't get it twisted. You can definitely make an argument for Final Fantasy. I just think it comes down to either Ghost or Last of Us.
I agree.
I would give it to.
Yo,
Ghost
watch
because-
Animal Crossing win that shit.
I was
Animal-
about to say the
honestly-
soccer mom's going to win that for
Yo,
y'all.
the Twitch
honestly-
streamers, soccer moms.
Honestly, if COVID didn't happen, I think Animal Crossing would have had a stronger staying.
Right.
Because as quarantine was going on, people got started getting more discouraged, and then they turned into Among Us. So
I never played Hades or Doom Eternal.
I hear Hades is good.
heard
I
Hades as
hear.
well.
Listen, I hear Hades is good, and then I watch people play it, and I'm like, it's a dungeon crawler.
It's a dungeon crawler, yeah. But I hear it's good, but I don't know. I mean, that being said, all of these I think are deserving. I think this is
Yeah.
a strong
I
candidate
don't think
list.
there's a bad game in here really.
But I
personally.
definitely there's bad games in the category. We'll get to that in a second. But for the game of the year, I definitely give it to Ghost because I thought it would be just an okay game, but then I saw it being played. I was like, yo, this shit is looking.
I was on the Ghost hype train since 2014 when it got first announced. I was like, yo, it's Japanese.
I thought it wasn't
Shit.
gonna live up to the hype, but I was like,
I
wow,
thought it was
this is-
Sekiro.
Yeah, it did look like a It did look and feel like a Sekiro.
I think Sekiro was
first.
revealed first,
Yeah,
and
'cause,
like whenever this came on whenever they showed the demo for this, I was like, oh, isn't this the same game we just fucking saw?
Nah, because I remember Ghost of Tsushima when it first got revealed, it had a lot more emphasis on less UI and way more like sword fighting. And then as
Yeah.
the game got into development, as in we see like right now, it transitioned more into like an environment and a storytelling kind of game, which I think was definitely the right choice.
I feel like
clearly
we're
as
spoiled
improved.
by the HUD now.
Think so?
Ghost of Tsushima does not get enough credit for what it did with the HUD and like UI. Like it has no HUD or UI, and yet people still know like destinations, they know where to go because like all the environment plays into that.
Right. I give it to Ghost for sure. I think you can make a solid argument for any of these games on this list, but I give it to Ghost.
Yeah, I think personally for me, I'd give mine to Ghost as well.
Respect. Chef,
Maybe I need to play this
opinion
game.
on
I don't care.
I
about none of
definitely-
this shit.
None of
Hey,
it's God of War,
respect
so he
it.
don't care.
it?
Chef, they already won.
For best game
You
direction,
can't win twice.
I'm
What-
about
what
to
we
say,
thinking?
I hope you like. Well, it's too bad, Chef, because you're gonna be seeing Ghost in here a lot of times. So
Oh, I know. I just don't care about the Game Awards anymore.
Yeah, this is the problem with the Game Awards. I was scrolling through and I'm like, man, I haven't played any of these games, but if you look, they're all the same games. Like there was more than 5 games that came out this year.
they don't start getting to different varieties till you get some of the lesser categories. That's the thing.
So actually, let's just.
I'll probably care for it next year. I just don't care for this year.
See, I kind of prefer it this way though, because like this way they're not even pretending to care about the little game.
Well, here, like you,
That's
like, you
usually what they
like best
do. They're
game,
like, hey,
like
thanks
we
for
could,
showing up.
So what
we could-
category do we care about?
so best game direct, I give that to Ghost. What's best narrative? The
Best
third one.
narrative, I still give that to Ghost.
What's
Definitely
it?
not Last of Us.
I want to see the nominees. Yeah,
Last of Us would be the worst narrative.
probably.
Wait, I'm confused about something.
What's that?
What?
man?
Wait, what section are y'all on?
Best
We're talking about
Best
best
narrative?
narrative right now.
Oh, I went too far down. When we get there, I'll ask the question.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I give that to Ghost. We can just run through some of these and then.
Yeah.
I guess-
Best art direction.
what's the
I
nominees?
I mean Hades is probably really good, but I once
Why
again
is
I'm
this
It's
shit
a
taking
it's-
so long
it's a-
to load. What
it's
the
a
fuck?
unique art style. I'll give it that.
yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
shit is ugly, bro.
You get
Yo,
you get
do you
yours.
see? Do you see how slow this is loading?
Yo, just
in?
scroll down.
Yeah, just go back. Just
Why?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
scroll
don't have to
down.
go individual categories. Just scroll down.
Why are you yelling?
Just go. Because you complaining when you don't need to complain. It was all laid out in the list until you started
Yeah.
clicking some different stuff. Best narrative, best score. What's in there?
All right, yeah. We
Here,
just gonna keep talking. We just gonna keep talking.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna do. I almost want to share my screen because I got it all laid out.
Yeah, best score in music. I'm not really too big on music in games. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the guy to like remember soundtracks and stuff. So this one, it could be toss up for me. I really don't know.
I mean, of all the games I played in best score, I'd probably give it to Doom.
Right. Okay. What about you, Nightshade? You played Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I played a little bit of it.
How's the music in there?
Fucking incredible.
It's always good.
Okay. So yeah, I don't remember Final Fantasy was known for like good soundtracks or whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
If-
Oh
yeah,
no, that's definitely what they're known for.
Strong contender then. Strong contender for sure.
Out of this list, it'd probably either be Final Fantasy or Doom.
Right.
Although the Ori music's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
usually a throwaway for Ori or like some random indie game or something.
Right.
But
right.
with a Square Enix game being in here,
That's why I think Hades might win best art. 'Cause I
listen,
think
bro,
that's-
I was
that's gonna
just
give it
walking
something.
around in the fucking slums of Final Fantasy and it almost brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, that's what I heard everybody say. I was like, I don't see it, but I didn't play the video game. So.
Best audio design.
Ain't no Call of Duty in there. They seem to win that every year.
Nah,
Resident Evil 3.
What the fuck is the audio?
I never played
Resident Evil 3 had audio.
That's
All I know is
audio
the damn
design?
titty mods that I's be putting in Discord all the time.
Yeah.
How about best mods? Resident Evil 3 can win that for best mods.
Yeah, I'm not sure about audio design because once again, I never played.
I could give it to Ghost.
Right?
Yeah, I really don't know about that one.
No, Ghost has really good like Japanese style music. I like Ghost, but I don't know if I'd give it best audio design. I think they're probably gonna give it to Alex because that's a VR game.
Yeah, Half-Life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're probably gonna give it to that because it's a VR, and they're just being like, oh, VR. Fucking hate VR. Anyway,
Best
Best
performance.
This is where my question comes into play.
all right, go
Alright.
ahead, Cliff.
So how does Morales make the list if it just came out?
Because it came out in time for the list.
Yeah.
That's a
Right.
really good question, Chef.
Really?
I think
know,
that
I'm not on your side.
honestly, I think the deadline for that might have been the day that it came out.
when
I think
when
that
did
might
it,
be their diversity inclusion.
Well, the deadline was at some point this month. I think the deadline already passed because when Cyberpunk got delayed, like Jeff Keighley tweeted and said it just missed the cut for this year's Game Awards. So
Yeah,
I think
it
it was around the time where Cyberpunk got delayed, which is like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Well,
but Morales came out last week.
that's Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Friday.
I don't know when the cutoff was to be
Listen,
honest.
bro,
with you.
Shep. Listen, bro, Shep. If you make the rules, you can bend them shits.
And
I mean, I'm
when
not
are
getting nothing against it. I'm just wondering how the hell they made it if it was so. late
and
in
when are the Game
uh,
Awards? Like the first week of December, right?
Yeah,
So,
or
I
somewhere
guess-
around there.
so
I
it's
think
usually
this
the
is a
first week of
throwaway
December.
category, honestly, because I can already see that they put 2 in from The Last of Us Part 2, so one of them is definitely gonna win it. If not both.
Not so. Well, I don't know.
I think there's no way that they don't win it.
Listen, bro. Here's my thing about the Game Awards. I don't like Jeff Keighley is the one that comes up with this shit because then we vote on them. There was more than 5 fucking games that come out in a year.
I understand that, but this is what we give them
There's
to work
more.
with. So let's talk about it.
There's
No,
more.
We can only work with what we're
The
given.
Game Awards isn't for like actually on merit. It's just the journalists pick a fucking couple games and they're like, oh, okay, which ones do you guys like?
And
the
I'm not
most?"
so sure that Last of Us is going to win for best performance because everyone hated Laura Bailey's character.
Yeah.
Even though Laura Bailey is like one of my top 2 voice actors of all time, but everyone hated Abby.
I
the
heard
most
you
part.
killed babies.
Oh,
Something like that.
shit.
She tried. Well, she said
I
good
give-
actually.
I give it to my man that voiced Jin Sakai. Fuck it.
Low
Yeah, I
key.
mean, I would give it to Jin Sakai as well, but I think the facial animations for Last of Us is just gonna take it over. Like,
Nah,
'cause they're
fuck
just
it.
gonna-
I give it to
they're just gonna
Logan
keep-
Cunningham as
Logan.
Hades because I don't know that nigga.
Or just give it to the black kid. Give it to the black guy. Assuming
Uh,
that Najee Jeter is
And
black.
diversity.
Games for Impact.
Hey, this is one of those throwaway categories that everyone goes, "Who played that?"
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
these are the ones that
Andy
talk about like about inclusion and like your feelings matter and all that shit.
I
Listen,
heard Fear
your
Bear was good,
feelings
but I'm big
matter
sleep
most.
otherwise.
Listen, I'll be honest. Looking at this list of games, I mean that Spirit
There was
Fair
a-
game looks dope.
Yeah. Remember that game Nightshade? What was it called? The one that was about schizophrenia.
It's the one
indie
on the
game.
boat.
Yeah,
In
Sea
the
of Solitude.
Yeah, Sea of Solitude. Yo, I wanted to
Did you
play
play
that.
that?
I didn't get to
I-
play it. You just
I
reminded me
bought
that I
it.
didn't play it.
Yeah, I
I
bought
think
it
it's
on
on my
Origin. I
wish
haven't
list.
played it yet. I bought it on Origin. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I really wanted to play that.
Yeah. But yeah, for this year, Game for Impact, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they all tell good messages, but I don't resonate with any of them. So
Shout out Story.
Right.
thanks for coming, though.
$30.
Best ongoing.
I'm already giving
Uh,
mine to No Man's Sky, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
I
going
would say No
Sky.
Man's Sky. I feel like
I'm going No
Warzone's
Man's
gonna win
Sky
it,
just
though.
because it's free.
Yeah.
Huh?
Apex is free. I'm gonna go with
All the
Apex.
updates are free.
Oh, Apex. Sure.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Apex, you got a battle pass. Fortnite, you got a battle pass. Warzone,
Yeah, but you
not
don't have
free.
to buy it. No one's
Destiny 2,
forcing you.
Definitely not free.
No one's
Fortnite about
forcing
to
you
make
buy
you
a
pay a monthly
battle
subscription.
pass. Destiny, you actually have to buy the game, and then you have to buy a battle pass. And I also don't think that Destiny's
There's
in
no
a great
Destiny
place.
Yeah,
Just
but
play
like
now?
read
Did y'all- did y'all
the
not-
category. Read the
did
stuff
y'all-
in the category though. Awarded to a
That's-
game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I'd say
That
No Man's
definitely
Sky
has-
is
yeah,
no
that-
contest.
definitely has to be No Man's Sky.
For outstanding development of ongoing content that involves the player experience.
They've dramatically improved the game.
Yeah, it's a completely different game, and it's all free.
I agree, but I think
Yeah,
like,
but this year,
either Apex or Fortnite's gonna win it just because it's a popular.
Yeah, I think
contest at that point.
I also agree with that.
I don't
Fortnite's
think
Battle
Fortnite's
Royale.
gonna win it this year.
I hope not.
Yo,
Epic-
as long as Call of Duty doesn't win it, like that game.
I just gotta put my bias aside because I fucking hate Apex, but that's just me.
All right, bro.
Best indie.
No Among Us.
That's gonna be Hades.
Nah, that
Or
was
Fall
too
Guys,
much
actually,
of
Fall
a.
Guys.
Yeah,
Fall Guys
probably
died, though.
Hades.
Fall Guys got killed by
You
Among
didn't
Us.
see that picture they posted on Twitter where they had like 200 something thousand viewers on Twitch last week because Twitch was promoting the shit out of them.
I mean,
See, I'm telling you though, like you got to read the subtitles for these categories because they're trying to be really sneaky with the shit. Because look what they said, outside the traditional publisher system. None of
Is
these are
Devolver out-
non-traditional except not Fall Guys.
is Devolver part of outside of the traditional publisher system? I
I
know
mean,
they're like.
is Fall
I know they're
Guys-
weird. I know they're weirdos when it comes to their press conferences, but
Is Fall Guys not outside traditional because it's basically just a battle royale just with a different like.
That's completely
Goal.
non-traditional. The Fall Guys, there's no other game like Fall Guys.
I don't know, bro.
What,
I
what games like
don't-
Fall Guys?
I feel like there's other games like Fall Guys.
Like what?
like
I don't know.
Those
I
are the
can't
type of shit you
name-
gotta discover. You have to discover.
Yeah, I
them.
was like, you
can't,
gotta find them on your own, but they're definitely out there.
I mean, if we can't name them, then we can't really say that they're out there.
I'm saying you can't say the absence of evidence is the evidence of absence. Like
Well, if people would stop throwing Fall Guys in my face, I could forget about it too.
that's how I feel about Apex.
Fall Guys is out of my face now. I don't even. I uninstalled that game.
Like someone just said it was dead. Like I'm gonna take your word for that. If they said it's dead, it's dead.
Among Us killed it. I don't know why it's not in here. It's probably on another list, but not to say that Fall Guys doesn't deserve to be in best indie,
Well, we'll
but
talk
there's
about
a
the
more
next
popular.
category. That's a good segue.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
Hey,
We don't need to talk about this. Wait. Yeah.
yo, Chef,
I mean,
Call of
I
Duty
could make
Mobile,
the-
you already
I
know.
could make the argument for Genshin Impact because everyone and their mother on Twitch is playing this fucking gotcha shit.
I think
But
this one's no contest among us.
I think Among Us would definitely win it, but I could make the argument for Genshin Impact.
I think this entire category is canceled because Fate's not on here.
Fate's been out for what, like 5 years?
Yeah, technically in Japan it has.
That's community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches.
I would
Isn't
give
that the
that to
same
No
thing
Man's.
as? Isn't that the
I would give
same
that to No
thing
Man's
as
Sky.
that's ongoing?
Kinda. but it's
Apex
it's
isn't
like
getting that one.
it's like a subset of best ongoing.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I know there was a controversy with Apex with the battle pass.
Oh,
They-
now
they-
there
they-
is.
they
Honestly,
did
though,
progression or
that's not even a controversy. That's just people not understanding how numbers work. Like, it's fine the way it is. People are just complaining because they don't understand how it works. They want to get their battle pass in a day. Which is the dumbest fucking... I didn't pay
All that-
$10 to get this one thing in a day.
All that being said, I give that to No Man's Sky as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't. Because they only have, like, one
transparency,
update.
responsiveness.
Besides bug fixes. Like, they have one major update.
But
A
that
year.
major update completely changed. It turned that game around, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like they have one update a year, but they do go silent for a period of time.
Yeah, that's true. So who would you give
Um,
it to?
Crystal Dynamics.
Responsiveness, not Crystal Dynamics. I don't know anything about Fall Guys or how they operate. I don't know much about Fortnite either. Really, I mean, this one's kind of just a toss-up as to whoever. They're just gonna look at everyone that votes is just gonna look at whatever their favorite game is and then just pick that.
If people give best community support to EA, I don't want to hear shit about EA being a bad company no more.
Which one of these is an EA game?
Apex.
Apex.
Oh, well, that's not EA. That's Respawn.
It's under EA's
Nah,
umbrella
you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
No. Yeah,
though.
do.
You can't run from that Nightshade.
Yeah, do.
No,
Yeah, do.
no,
I can.
no,
Watch me.
no,
Watch me.
can't do that.
Listen. I can support Destiny whenever they were owned by Activision, and just support Bungie. Like you have to separate the artist from the art.
No, you can't because Respawn and EA are both.
How you gonna tell me I can't separate the artist from the art?
Because you can't. It's sitting there looking at you. You can't.
I'm separating the artist from the art.
All right, be delusional.
All right, so we got that out the way. Best VR, I don't give a fuck.
You skip that.
I don't give a fuck.
Innovation and accessibility.
What does that mean?
There you go, Chef. There's Valhalla.
Recognizing software or hardware that is pushing the medium.
Oh, is Valhalla on there because it took out that ableist thing or whatever they were talking about?
What the fuck is that?
Oh no, I remember that because some dude had a burned face. He was like, "Hey yo, I don't want to look at this dude's burned face." He's like, "Oh my bad."
He was projecting his feelings on some shit that was happening in Nordic times.
That's like
what are you doing?
Problems during those times.
Like, what are you
gotta
doing,
worry
bro?
about getting raped and pillaged.
I don't want people to look at me anymore.
I'm ugly because you burn. Yeah, you ugly because you got a burned face.
You
Burnt
lucky
face
you
is
alive.
burnt. No.
You gonna die at the ripe age of
What
27?
do you want me to do? Lie to you? Yes, your face is burned. You are ugly. I don't know what else
No, the
to tell
dude
you.
that complained and got Ubisoft's attention, he was talking about his female companion had a burnt or disfigured face, and he was like, "Oh, that makes her uncomfortable."
Yeah, like
she's not playing the game, but it makes her uncomfortable.
Someone in real life who has like a burned face, like.
All right, so I'm just saying. So just because of that, Ubisoft should not win that at all.
I've never played any of the other games.
I don't.
How does Watch Dogs? Come on.
What did Watch Dogs do?
Come on now.
They had British people in it.
Come on now.
What's that, isn't it?
I think they're probably gonna give this one to Grounded. I've heard good things about Grounded actually.
Grounded was cool.
Yeah.
I would never play it, but
they just throwing mad games into the mix, bro. Where's God of War?
Best action. That's easy. Well, not easy to pick.
Well,
but
not necessarily.
Easy to understand. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't see any picks.
I would give it to
Eternal?
Neo too. I would give it to Neo. Either Neo or Doom.
I'd probably give it to Doom. Neo's a good game too, but I'd probably give it to Doom.
I would also give it to Doom.
Doom is more in the action category than
It literally says for the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat, bro. What? That's all that game is.
I mean, that's all Neo is.
That is the base of that game is just combat.
He got no friends. No
I mean, I know it's got the most testosterone out of all these games listed, but Neo.
Listen, bro, you can't play that game without an erection. That's combat.
I guess.
Action adventure.
Ghost.
What about Miles Morales?
Came out last week.
Ain't nobody even finished that shit.
They won't even beat it yet.
Fallen Order came out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Beginning of the year, I think.
Wow.
What month?
February?
I want to say like February or March.
I could have sworn it came out last year.
I think it was the.
Yo, the pandemic really put a time skip on a lot of this shit.
Like, bro, we're about to be having Christmas, bro. Like.
No, again, Fallen Order came out earlier this year. That seems like a year, at least a year ago.
It honestly
I really don't
like
be playing games.
It came out.
It seemed like a
last
couple.
year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, November 15th, 2019.
Yeah, that must have been past the cutoff.
So how?
So
they're taking. So let's say they're taking games from November 19th, November 15th, 2019, until November 15th, 2020.
Yeah.
It's been a year already.
Yeah.
Damn, why I remember putting mad hours into the game, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this couldn't have come out in early 2020.
I remember Chef playing the shit out of that game, telling me he didn't like Dark Souls.
No. This is Fallen Order has more mobility.
Okay.
Than whatever Dark Souls offers.
What about Bloodborne or Sekiro?
I'm not playing those. No.
Oh, okay.
All right, so like,
I'll try Sekiro.
Here? I'm saying Ghost for action.
I'll give it to Ghost. Because Fallen Order is linear.
I do want to play Fallen Order though. I haven't gotten around to it, but I will.
I haven't played it either.
Nah, it's just on the Game Pass. I might get around to it.
It's fun. Yeah,
best role playing.
Yakuza.
Yeah, I'm.
I can't talk today. I
Good
toss
games
up
on that list.
Final Fantasy or Persona.
Yakuza's on here?
Look,
Yeah.
see how
Yeah.
they doing this?
Yakuza's an RPG.
Yeah, but it just came
When
out.
did it come out?
Yeah, it just came out.
It
last
just
week.
came out.
It was a launch title for Xbox. And I know Aaron and Vince will go to bat for this fucking game, but we ain't talking. They ain't on here, so.
Where's
this
that?
ain't
I would
really-
definitely either go with Persona or Final Fantasy.
I think
myself, but-
Persona or Final Fantasy is probably gonna take this one.
I don't know why Genshin Impact's on here. That's more of a mobile game than
This
anything.
kind of like
Yeah.
looking at this list right here kind of makes me depressed. I say this is the best RPGs
Best-
that came out.
That's what I'm
For the
saying.
best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including
One
massively
Punch Man.
multiplayer experience.
Yo, yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
even make sense. These games don't even fit that.
Yeah, right. I was about to say that massively
All right,
multiplayer.
Kenpachi's getting ahead of himself, but yeah, I don't.
What category yet?
Best role
I
playing.
mean, yeah, Kenpachi
Oh.
jumped down to fighting, but I'm
I'm
about
about
to.
to
I'm about to
say.
go. I'm about to go in on that.
Alright, so what
Based
are we
off
saying
based
for
off of
role-playing?
what that says, none of these is
Role playing?
ca-
Oh,
Yeah,
missed that category.
Yeah, right.
Give
That's
it the
what I'm
remake.
saying.
You could flip a coin between Persona 5 and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I won't
to
be
me.
mad if
Yeah.
either of those win it. I think those probably deserve it the most.
I heard
Out of all
Wasteland
of
3
them.
is good. I don't know how much of an RPG that is, but I heard that game was good.
I think if they give it to Yakuza, that's fucking wild. But that's just me.
Hey, you mean that game no one's
Alright.
had time to finish?
I was saying RPG that no one
All right,
played.
I'm gonna try not to rant on the next category, but
Alright, here we
holy
go.
fuck,
Best fighting.
holy fuck! Grand Blue Fantasy versus trash. MK11, I don't like it, but it's a good game. Street Fighter 5 came out 4 years ago.
God,
Who
yeah,
the
I was like,
fuck
what
played
But
One
it's
Punch
but
Man,
it's
bruh?
the champion edition.
Who the fuck played One Punch Man?
That's not
I
even
didn't
a
know they had
fighting game.
game.
What the hell is
not-
that
it's
last
not.
game? Is
It's
that a
not.
hentai game?
No, that's Under Night. That's a fighter.
What's Jeff Keighley
Oh.
doing? How did he
Who the-
allow Street Fighter 5? So if you change the title,
Street Fighter's been on. Here's what happened. Here's the
Ultimate.
because Street Fighter's been on this list every year since it came out, since 2016. Street Fighters is their opposite strength.
Mhm.
Fucking MK11, I can understand it. Even though I personally I don't like that game, I would give it to that because it's the
Yeah, I
only thing
don't
that
think
came
it's
out this
MK.
year. It's the only game that came out this year. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus came out late last year, early this year. No, it came out in February. But that game is trash because the characters are boring and the netcode is awful. One Punch Man, don't even get me started. That's not even a fucking fighter. Kaz tried to rationalize it for me earlier. I almost muted him, bruh. And then Under Night, I've never played it. I know that it has, but it's a small fan base for that. So, I just give it to MK. But holy shit, like the fact that fucking what's that game Sekiro plays all the time? Them's Fighting Herd should have been on here because that came out of early access this year. That definitely deserves a spot over fucking One Punch Man. Nobody even played that game.
Yeah, I don't even know. I never even knew they had a One Punch Man game.
I remember seeing it, but it's basically an arena game like all the Dragon Ball games or Jump Force.
I think they made this category very easily for Mortal Kombat.
They did. That's the only legit fighting game on here.
Yeah, like
Well,
the only
not
only
to say that
argument
Street
against Mortal
Fighter's not
Kombat is like
legit.
it's not a really great fighter, but like
Yeah,
it's just, in terms of content out of all these, I'd say it's the best.
and it's the best looking.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly, and they keep updating it too, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
more popular.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
guess
I
we'll
give it to
go on
MK. Like I said, Grand Blue sucks. Street
Anyone
Fighter's
else-
just here
anyone
because
else
it's
say anything
here.
otherwise?
I don't even
No, you can. That was an easy one, but fucking hell.
All right, best family game.
Animal Crossing.
I ain't got a family.
You could probably say Animal Crossing. I wanted to play that Crash game, but I'm not.
I would
using my
say
PS4.
That Crash game
Probably
was hard
Animal
as shit.
Crossing. I think Animal Crossing is gonna win this one.
which Crash
Didn't
Bandicoot
Paper
became a family
Mario
game.
come out like 3 years ago?
No, that came out like a few months ago. The
That's
new
a
one.
new one, yeah.
Okay. One. Okay. Sure.
One of my coworkers is a Mario fan, and he bought that. So I'm
Yo, if they give this to Minecraft Dungeon, son.
no, there's got to be Animal Crossing, right?
It
That
has
game was
to
way
be.
too hyped
It
for
has
it to
to
not
be.
win anything.
It has to be.
That game was. I remember niggas was crying and shit when they were
yeah,
leading
and
up to the
them
release.
sexy
yo.
Twitch streamers be twitching that game, yo.
Oh, you be looking at the game.
Do we care about
best
the
sim and strategy?
Sims, the sports?
The only one on this list I've played is Gears Tactics, and I liked it
I
a lot.
probably can only speak on this one, and for me it's Crusader Kings, and that's because I love history, and that's all that game is. So
Yeah.
I
I thought
think-
Gears Tactics was really good.
I think you can make an argument for Flight Simulator since it's the best sim / strategy.
if they
Yeah.
had one for like best benchmark game, yeah, I'd give it to Flight Simulator. But
I
yeah,
don't-
I mean I can see that though. Flight Simulator is
Yeah.
dope.
All right, Mario. Best sports /
best sport-
racing.
Oh my god, they had the fucking nerve, yo.
They put Dirt 5 on this list.
2K.
All right, so I'm not even considering the fourth nominee. That's just out for me.
What?
Dirt I never played. F1 was
That
mad
game
fun.
just came out.
F1's really fun. FIFA's pretty good this year, but it
I'm just
wasn't
gonna go with
anything
Tony
special.
Hawk, yeah.
Wait. We got Landry Schmidt.
Landry Schmidt. Landry
I'm
Schmidt.
A 3-way deal sends Landry Schmidt to the Nets, Luke Kennard to the Clippers in the 9th. Oh, we got the 19th pick? Who we pick?
But anyway,
All right, yeah, my bad.
out of all these, I'd honestly give it to F1. I had the most fun playing F1.
Not FIFA?
Not even FIFA. No, FIFA wasn't even that good this year.
I only know Tony Hawk.
At least on PC. On PC, they didn't
I don't
add
know how the remaster was, but I would
Yeah,
just give
see
it
it,
to Tony
like,
Hawk. So.
This is a confusing one for me too because FIFA's releasing a next gen version, and I'd rather dictate it off that, but we don't have that. So
I'm assuming. Wait, the FIFA next gen version isn't already out?
no.
What about 2K? Isn't that out?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh? When does the FIFA next gen version come out?
Yeah, FIFA and Madden aren't out yet. Not on next gen.
Wow.
But anyway,
All right. Well, whatever.
yeah, I'd give it F1.
Best multiplayer. This got to be Among Us, right? It's got to be.
It's gonna be
I
like
I'll see
Warzone.
Apex.
It's gonna be Warzone.
Yeah, Apex should have
Apex-
been here.
Yeah. I would
Well,
replace.
Apex should have been here instead of Animal Crossing.
I see that this was one I wouldn't have gotten mad if Apex won. Like this makes sense because Apex is
Yeah.
madly popular.
Yeah, I would have replaced.
Well,
Animal
let me
Crossing
ask you
with
this,
Apex.
Mario. Apex or Warzone?
Apex.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't
Sure.
support. I can't support that file size. I can't.
Fair.
That's it.
Oh,
That's the only
yeah.
thing.
I feel that.
Shout out Apex.
Yeah, it's got to be Among Us that wins
I'd
that.
say Among Us.
Because that game exploded.
Content Creator of the Year.
Ain't
All
nobody
right,
care about
streamer
that.
here, there's your
or
girl.
content
There's your girl,
creator.
Mario. Lana
You already
Pierce.
know. You already know me. You know what I'm saying. I'm going a lot of Pierce. You feel me?
What does she
I've
do?
been working with her since IGN.
What does she do?
She writes game reviews and shit. And she does like she gets all the games early, so she does like first impressions. She gives
She's
you
in
like the,
Cyberpunk for fuck's
yeah,
sake.
and now she's hired by Santa Monica Studios. So
Oh.
now when
Santa
God of War
Monica!
comes out, she gonna have the first scoop. That's gonna be
Oh.
you getting the information from. So
Oh, she sound like wife material.
oh yes, she fine as fuck. I'm giving it to her.
Yo, how old is who's Valkyrie?
Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Pokemate's
Yeah.
twin.
It's
Hold
not
on, who's J.A. Lopez?
Pokemon's
I might
twin.
support her for the culture.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Black
Yeah,
I
I
was
know who she
I was
is.
gonna say Valkyrie is kind of cute, but I don't know how old she is. So let me stop.
No, she's old enough.
Oh, she's
like-
she's got to be in her 30s.
Oh,
She's
I
not.
don't-
She's not. What? Yo, Chef, what are you doing, bro?
You looking at Valkyrie or Tim the Tapman shot?
Yo, she's 28 years old. God damn.
Yeah, she's old. She's older, but God, I don't know
hot.
what
Yeah, she
Chef's
hot.
on.
Alright, so yeah, I give mine
Chef
Alana
tripping.
Pierce.
Yeah, plus they put the two Call of Duty niggas in there. Fuck them.
Shout out Alana Pierce. Yeah, fuck them, fuck it.
They
Yeah,
don't even
Oh,
play Call of Duty. They
she's
play whatever
28.
gets them hot.
She's 28, close to 30. I was.
You can
best
round up.
debut game. For the
I
best
like Mortal
debut game,
Shell. That's
the
the
only one I
only
played.
studio.
Yeah, the only one I played was Mortal Shell. I gotta finish that game.
Yeah,
I
I,
think-
like that game when I played though.
Mortal Shell looks dope. I don't know how I haven't heard of this, but I think probably out of just all likelihood, Phasmophobia is probably gonna win.
I can't give it to Phasmophobia because every time RO plays it, he fucking pollutes the voice chat. Like, show us
Oh
the
my
sign.
god.
Show us the
Is-
sign. Where
I'm about
are
to say,
you?
is
Where
that
are
when
you?
that nigga's in there talking to himself?
Yep. And he
Oh
swears
my
it's
God,
fire, bro.
yo.
He
Fuck
swears
that
it's fire.
game.
He swears
Fuck
it's
that
fire.
game, bro.
Yeah, my friend.
You sound bored as
said,
shit when
I'm
he's playing it.
Show us the sign. Show us the sign. Amy Parker. Where are you? Amy Parker. Amy
I'm
Parker.
relying on
Oh
y'all
my
for the
God.
next category, so
I don't.
I
Ain't
don't know
nobody
any of these.
I don't-
care.
I-
I would go with Crim Six, not just because he plays COD, but because he's literally the most winningest player in esports ever.
That's all
He
you
won
gotta say.
he won the COD championship this past year.
Alright,
But he
shout out-
literally has more esports titles than any other esports player.
Was he on a team?
He's on Empire.
That's dope. Hey, shout out to Crim
That
6.
nigga
Yeah,
need
the
to
rest
play
of-
Rainbow. Shit.
the rest the rest of these categories are esports, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I don't care.
Best esports. Did they give really best esports coach?
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
they go in depth, bro.
Esports have coaches?
Yeah.
I'd rather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
play
but-
like-
play
the
better.
the
commentary
leagues
category?
do.
Oh yeah, they do. Okay,
They
do.
should, yeah.
Okay, so best esports coach. I'm relying on y'all once again.
I mean, the
Uh,
only one I know on
nobody-
here is Rambo.
All right, we giving it to Rambo.
he
Shout out Rambo.
he was on the same team. Crip 6 was he's Crip 6's coach.
All right, that makes sense then. Yeah, Rambo. Success.
He also used to be an Optic back in the day.
Hey, shout out Optic. Yo, is Optic still a team?
They are now. Hex bought 'em back.
Hey, best esports event. Did anyone participate in watching any of these?
Hell nah.
That's what I was about to say.
The only,
We
the
kinda
only
skipped
relative
these, to be
esports,
honest.
the only relative
the
esports
Sassy
event I
Culture.
watched was like
I would say
Evo,
COD
and
championships for
that
me
got
personally.
canceled.
Those are
The only
usually just more entertaining,
esports I
bro.
watched were fighting game tournaments, and most of those got canceled. So
I assume that League of Legends will probably win though, just because of the Asian market.
Yeah,
Just coming
them
numbers.
niggas be showed up in like by the millions in the middle of COVID.
The best esports game.
That's probably Counter Strike's probably gonna win that.
Oh, yeah, I
not
think
league,
Counter-Strike-
not league.
I think Counter Strike will win that.
No, not League.
I think League is just too old.
Yeah. Well, Counter Strike's really old too, but I think
Yeah.
I
think
think.
Counter Strike is more easier to consume for a mainstream audience. Let's say that.
That's
Have
true.
you guys noticed that Valorant's kind of it hasn't like fallen off, but it's like
It's
it
quiet.
didn't
not
blow
really
up. It
going
didn't blow
anywhere.
up like they wanted it to.
Right.
Yeah. It was hot for like what, that 2.5 weeks or 3, or maybe for like a month when it came
Yeah.
out. We haven't heard
Yeah,
shit about it.
it's real
since.
quiet now.
Yeah.
All right. So
Do you even support? Does Riot even support it like that? I don't know. I don't know.
I think this one's a toss up between CS:GO and League of Legends, but if I had to pick, it'd be CS:GO.
I
mean, not Modern
couldn't-
Warfare.
Best esports host. I only know one guy on here.
Golden Boy just get canceled for something?
Oh.
That's the only guy I knew, so I
Yeah.
hope not.
No, he didn't.
I
He
could have
didn't
sworn he
get
got hit on some kind of charges. I don't know. I'm not
Nah,
gonna
he's
get
fine.
I
somebody
will. If Golden Boy is free and incriminate, I would like to put my forward vote towards Golden Boy.
else. Yeah, he's the only one I recognize too. So
Yeah, not Golden Boy. He's
All
fine.
right, best team. Oh,
Ah,
last one. Here
Y'all
we
still
go. Thank
won it,
God.
damn.
That's the last one. Thank God.
Yeah, that Dallas Empire team was fucking god tier.
That's all you got to say. Wait, is that Crim 6 right there?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, Crim 6. All right. I'm
No,
going with them.
that whole squad was just fucking god tier, yo. And they
Dallas Empire.
had to split up because it went to 4v4 this year.
Right.
So that
Hey,
kind of
shout out to
sucked,
them.
but
You said
Yeah.
2010 Heat.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like they were literally unbeatable. I think they lost one map that entire event. It was the fucking championships.
God damn. Shout out to them. Yeah, Dallas Empire. All right, that's all of them.
All right.
Yeah, you said that content, in-depth content.
God
I had to drink so much water just now.
damn, bro. I just rode the shit out of COD's dick,
Oh,
huh?
niggas putting
I need to go
shit
stretch.
in my chat. Get him out of here.
All right, so is there any more categories we can go over? You guys want to talk about?
Nah, we about to end the podcast, brother,
I'm
man.
about to say, yeah, I think we ran pretty deep today.
But I got some good news for y'all though.
Oh
what's up?
shit, what's up?
Who died?
It involves Stadia.
Listen,
Oh.
chef.
I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing
Thank
with
you.
y'all. But I do got-
Stop,
I'm just playing with
yo.
y'all. But I do got some other news for you though. I do got some other news for you though.
If you
Go
say
ahead.
Stadia, bruh.
It's not Stadia. Kate Barton is coming to Avengers.
Who the fuck is that?
is she bringing more players with her?
Probably not.
Kate Barton. Is that Hawkeye's wife?
Hawkeye's daughter.
Yeah, daughter.
Can we cancel that game?
It canceled itself.
Hey, well, shout out to them, whoever plays Marvel Avengers still, you know. Gotta try out the new characters. You gotta give
Somebody
them a shot.
somebody
the
got
few
to
and
do
the
it.
proud, it seems.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
I
know
didn't
if
hate
they're
it when
proud,
I
but they're
played it,
few.
but like once I got to playing as the main protagonist girl, I got bored of shit. I was jumping off
Rom-com.
roofs and shit. Yeah, it was different.
Oh, and the dude from I don't know if y'all remember a game called Skull and Bones. It was announced like a decade ago.
Oh
do
yeah, I
remember
remember that.
Yeah, the guy
Is it
that was
crit-
leading that got fired.
Bruh.
Well,
You can guess what it was about. You can guess what he got fired for.
Was he touching women again?
Child
Yep.
pornography? Oh, okay.
Sexual
Yikes,
misconduct.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Sexual
Ah.
misconduct.
Why
There's
can't niggas
always
just
some
keep their hands to their
crime
health?
yo.
Can you keep your hands to yourself and work on the damn game?
Hey, I mean, it was a game about pirates. I mean, I expect him to act like a pirate. That's all I'm
Oh my
saying.
god.
Good luck, because they switched it over to a Fortnite style game.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
God.
tragic, yo.
Everyone trying to cash in.
That's crazy.
They just seen what happened to Cliff Bleszinski.
Cliff your feet.
All right.
Yeah, his shit.
By the way, I know this is kind of like our rapid fire segment, just kind of wrap things up. Wonder Woman 1984 will be hitting HBO Max on Christmas.
That's not
That's
bad.
what's up. I'll check that out.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm still not
It'll also
watching
be
it.
going to movie theaters too, but ain't nobody trying to go out there.
Hey, can they do that with
I got
Tenet?
HBO Max. I'll watch.
Yeah,
They
I'll
do that with
definitely.
like Tenet or Black Widow? That'd be nice.
Tenet, I think, is on the streaming service, ain't it?
No.
I thought it was.
I thought I
You gotta
heard
check
something
because I
about
could
it.
have swore they was on the streaming
I
service.
thought I
I'ma
heard something
check.
about it as well.
No,
Yeah,
Tenet's on
but,
HBO. Isn't
If
it?
anybody got an HBO account, y'all gonna have to hook Discord up. You hear me?
Oh, we know somebody who got
You're-
I
that.
mean, if it's
Hey.
there, I'll stream it, but I gotta make sure it's
The
there.
good old rabbit, you know.
Hey, you know, we got other
He
means
said
to get that.
rabbit.
We got other means to stream that shit too, you know.
I'm like,
The only other thing I had, I don't know if any of you, Mario, have you been watching The Mandalorian?
I have not.
Damn.
I gotta
Yeah,
catch
we-
up. Like I said,
yeah,
I'm waiting for this
yeah.
week of school off. We're starting on Friday, and then
Yeah,
I will
so
catch up.
Yeah, so we can't talk about it even if we wanted to. So all right.
Next podcast for sure. I'll catch up.
So because man, like I haven't watched all of the extended universe shows and stuff, but I know enough. Damn.
I'm saying now I got
Dang.
now I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. So now I got no excuse.
Yep. So, plus the Star Wars head Kaz is in here. I know he's gonna talk our ears off about that. I figured he'd want to be a part of that. So
Right.
I guess
All
we'll
right.
wait on
So,
that.
Kenpachi,
Yo,
you want to do the closing statements?
of course. Blitz. What's your closing statement for the podcast? 73.
My closing statement is I'm trying to do some catch up on the NBA draft. It sounds like the Pistons did well. But yeah. I guess it looks like people are happy. So we might actually have a fieldable roster this year.
Oh, y'all got Trevor Ariza?
Yeah, we got the 16th pick in exchange for him.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, I think we got Ariza and the 16th pick from the Rockets for that.
God damn, they really fire sailing over there.
Hey
James
man,
Harden
we had oh yeah, the Rockets too, but I mean, we had to do something with this roster, man.
Oh yeah, Westbrook and Harden gone now. They're
Yeah, they
done.
You know the dude Tyrese Maxey or whatever. Did you know that name, Mario?
I did not.
Well, did he go to Kentucky? He just got picked by the Sixers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that's dope. I'm sad Obi went to the Knicks, but you know.
Yeah, that's my closing statement. I think I'm gonna be happy about my basketball team maybe this year. Maybe I don't know.
Hopefully.
We can only hope.
Yo, does someone steal Logic's phone? I think he just posted his entire camera roll to fucking Twitter.
Oh.
Oh
You
god.
follow Logic on Twitter?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see this nonsense.
Yeah, hold up.
It's not even anything crazy. It's just like he just
Is his
uploaded
name
like
is his
50
name Bobby
pictures.
Bitcoin?
Yep.
Ah, fucking nigga.
Yo,
Why this dude gotta try so hard to be so different?
Yeah, why is he spamming fucking?
I'm saying, yo, it's just so
Why is he
much shit.
spamming Twitter with all his?
Oh, that's who he broke up with that Hispanic woman for? That?
That's what I was
You
thinking.
said
I didn't want
that?
to say it out loud, but that's what I was thinking.
Yo, this dude is not for the culture. I don't know why. Shut up. Man, I'm
He
glad
only-
he's retired. Get him out of here.
I like
So-
I like a couple of his projects, but
So chef closing
Nah, fuck,
statement.
it's fuck
oh
life.
he had the shooting red. He had the shooting range. Now we can't. Nah, sorry,
shut-
sorry, Bobby.
Yo, chef closing statement.
I don't have one.
I respect it.
That's
Mario.
that's power right there. He came in with no opening statement and no closing statement. That's fire. That low key might be the move. But
That's your
let's see.
move?
My closing.
Oh.
What's up?
You said that was the move, so I thought that was what you was about to do.
Oh no. I'm not gonna copy people, but let's see. My closing statement is like I said, shout out to healthcare workers. Hopefully them vaccines come through. You know, I'm not saying life will go back to normal, but maybe we'll get a sense of normalcy back.
Maybe we can go outside again.
Yeah, I just want to be able to not take online classes, please, Lord. Please.
Yeah.
And that's all. That's all I gotta say.
Nightshade, what you got?
We're not answering any questions at this time. Yeah, that's what I got.
We're not answering any questions. There were
So
questions.
you say he works for no feds.
I respect it. Kenpachi, closing
I bet you
statement.
would.
Yo.
Take those sunglasses off when you talk to me.
Yo. Alright, I was gonna have a
Kenpachi.
closing statement, but since this nigga Nightshade
Oh, there we go.
My closing
God.
statement is I am not a damn Fed. Good night.
Not
He telling y'all this while
That's
wearing
bad.
a black
When
suit
you-
with black sunglasses on.
And a dark blue tie.
When you close